Hello, and welcome to the School of Nerdcraft and Dungeonry. I'm your headmaster, MagicShibe, and this is Magic Academy. Welcome in for episode 20 of Call of the Netherdeep. We're getting into it. And we're starting off today with a freaking hype train. Holy cow. Journey Adventures, Evelyn Sometimes, Tipsy Tiger, Yes and Baby, and Lord's there too. They've been there too. They matter.
I fixed it. Hang on.
Ah.
Okay, anyway.
So thank you guys so much. It says we're about to beat our last record. Amazing. So thank you guys so much for the support and love right off the bat. There was no theme song this morning because my Stream Deck decided to not send it to stream, but to send it to my ears only.
Morning? Are we in the morning? Did we time travel?
I'm always in the morning. It's always morning here. I also will try not to space out today.
Spring court. Feywild ass.
Bullshit.
Didn't you guys know it's morning. Look at the sun.
Take your daylight elsewhere.
Wow. So coming into it hot, there is a lot happening right now. And we're excited for you to be here as Elixion is... It's a thing.
Sure is a thing.
So, thank you, Shane, for the 100 bits. We are events and scheduling. We will be live this Saturday for extra credit. Up in the air, what we're going to do still, probably a little bit of podcasty, talk to the cast. So if you want to come by and listen to the cast talk, we're going to be doing some of that. But there's a lot of moving targets this weekend. So stay tuned for what we end up doing on this Saturday. Next Tuesday, if we don't finish today, we will be doing Call of the Netherdeep episode 21. And then the Saturday after that, we get to continue our pirate fun with Peter or Evelyn sometimes as the GM, which is a lot of fun. And I know...
I love that you guys fucking latched onto pirates, and this is not a pirate. There is nothing to do with pirates in Skyhorn, but all of you collectively decided, yes, a boat. We're going to be pirates.
I mean, to be fair, Rusty just wants to make everyone happy.
Nerds.
In my defense, I'm actually playing a pirate. In my defense.
This is true. This is true.
I'm the only one that's latched onto the boat.
Two people are playing pirates. Magic is the one who's determined to steal a boat, and Rusty is here for the vibes, and I appreciate him for that.
Rusty's a good bean.
Rusty's here for the vibes. He's just here for the vibes.
And
He's a good boy.
Is it Paul or Paul?
It is technically Paul. So I'm taking a little bit of like Spanish vibes with the name.
Okay. Yeah. He's like, do I get to wear the hat?
Do I get to wear the fancy hat? Anyways, Magic, please continue.
I will forever love the moment when I was like, there's a boat. And Ellen just went,
Well, and everybody's like, oh my god, we're gonna steal the boat. And I turned around and was like, do any of you actually have proficiency in navigator's tools and how to sail a ship? I have proficiency in water vehicles. Would you like me to help you?
Literally, I just went,
I love Rusty. I love Rusty. And I will say that Rusty, quote, per my mom, is her favorite character.
You know where you can possibly hear more about all of these great characters? On the extra credit this week.
yeah, absolutely.
and maybe we'll talk about our heist polycule as well. Heist polycule and Corbin.
Yes.
There we go.
We love Corbin, though.
With that, okay. We're gonna jump into it. If anyone else has any updates, no, I think we're good. We're good. Okay, let's jump in today's episode of Magic Academy. We last left off, and you guys were in the depths of the Netherdeep, discovering Elixion's seemingly personality as you were experiencing what you determined to be visions, understanding that you were experiencing memories of Elixion in the form of Elixion themselves. You have been called Elixion individually, both Damaros, I believe, directly the most. You went around and dealt with getting trapped a little bit with some fishy traps. And shortly after, Marcella burst out in frustration as they realized that they didn't quite understand why they were doing all this stuff, and there was a lot of moving parts, and Marcella, you weren't getting noticed in a way, and you hadn't voiced your opinion loudly, and the team comes together in the most adorable team huddle you guys have ever done on the show to discuss what's going on. And as you do, you start to find fragments. I believe Marcella was the first to grab a fragment, and it seemed to absorb into you, giving you a glimpse into Elixian's past state of mind, another fleeting memory that you guys seem to experience. From there, you travel through more of the caverns as you find a jet stream blocking your path that expertly shaping the water. You all manage to get through without encountering the down below. In another cavern, you find yourself in a room full of iridium. The statues themselves seems to be stuck into the wall, kind of imbued with iridium themselves, as you guys get attacked by some very scary, disgusting looking crabs. Upon their defeat, the walls reach out to try to grab you as you all expertly dodge and don't suffer anything terrible. Dang it. Then we find you guys entering a room full of coffins where you see bits and pieces of who was there before. People that you've seen in memories and people that you've not seen in memories as well. Upon entering the last room, you see a large bulbous sack. You guys are still swimming. This is still underwater. And there's this large chasm that separates you from the sack, but it's not something that you couldn't swim to. As you come into this room, Marcella in their scaly snake form, who on the map, which when we get there, I wrote snake on it. We see the rival group appear again, and Ao, in their typical cheery self, gets excited to see them, not understanding the gravity of the situation you guys have all been kind of going through, or at least seemingly not understanding. And their positivity strikes frustration as you tell them that they don't understand that this isn't an adventure or something to be fun of. In a bit of frustration, Ao walks over to Peter and pushes them and says, "You can have it." And as they do, one of the fragments that they have found in their adventures through the Netherdeep enters Peter as Nade frustratedly throws a Eldritch Blast towards the center object.
I hold out my hands, and it doesn't smell like burning books anymore. It just smells like the remnants of ashy paper. There is no more pleasure to be held in the smell of my Eldritch Blast. I'm going to go ahead and roll 2 attack rolls, because that's what's happening.
Okay.
Of course I roll well. This is the time I roll well, because of course I do. That is a 25 to hit on the first one.
That hits.
And the second one is a 24.
That hits. It's damage.
Oh boy. I gotta roll
hear in
it.
your head, yes, sister, let it out.
I'm not talking to you right now. Not talking to you right now. That is a total of 14 plus 11, 25 points of damage. And as I blast it, I say, I have given so much up for this man, this Elixian, who we have never even met, who begs us to save him, but gives nothing in return but corruption. My purpose in life, my beloved deity, and my family are all gone, and I am in danger of losing all of you. I'm sorry for his suffering. He doesn't deserve the hardship in his life, but why do I have to sacrifice everything for him? Is this what makes me a hero? Because if so, maybe I don't want to be a fucking hero.
Why do you need something in return?
I don't need anything in return. I just need a reason.
The waters around you heat as if the water itself rises in temperature, and you hear Elixian call. You will not speak to me in this way, not after all that we've shared.
Did you ask us what we could give?
I asked you to save me. I thought you'd understand.
I want to save you!
I gave everything. I lost everything fighting Grummash in the Calamity. And this has been my punishment. I thought you saw it.
Does only Nade hear this, or do we all hear this?
We all hear it.
I understand. Hurt makes people do horrible things. Hurt makes things difficult. The loneliness he must have felt is, quite frankly, it is imaginable. The reason is that he is hurt, and it is, you have to help. I have to help him because he is hurt. Have you never seen an animal with a thorn in its paw? It is cruel, it will bite, it will growl when you come near. But
I am the animal with the thorn in its paw!
Why can he not also be?
I didn't say that, Peter.
I want you to understand and save me. I need all of you to understand. Why can't they? Why do they get to forget about me?
Who forgot about you?
All of them. They taunt me. I hear them above, upstairs. I hear them laughters. I hear them playing, and I fade away like nothing after everything I gave.
Sometimes you give and there are no thanks for it. And I kind of like, if I could look at Calum in my head, I would.
I feel mental.
Hey, we have all given. All of us have suffered. I will help you regardless of my own feelings. I will help you regardless of the frustration. It's hard feeling like, as you do, you have given up so much and you do not see why. I almost lost my best friend.
Please save me.
We know you will, Peter.
Ale looks up at you, Peter, and goes, I don't know if you fully understand. I didn't mean to upset. You guys don't have...
Do you really think this is about being a hero?
No, I don't think it's about being a hero. And listen, I know that you guys have no interest in being a hero. But growing up, that's what I had. That's all that kept me going. When I lost everything, I wanted to be the hero in the books that you read. That's something I've always aspired to. And I'm sorry that you guys don't understand that. I have 4 others here that look upon me at every single moment to make sure that I'm doing the best that I can. None of them make decisions. They don't want to. I have that responsibility, and so that forces me to put on a fake face and call it an adventure and have fun, even when things are tough.
The four of you, make some goddamn decisions.
They all kind of look towards Marcella, who had successfully intimidated them, and they just kind of go,
I'm gonna give you the most uncomfortable, like, I'm still irritated, so just like, no pun intended, please don't send me to the puncheon when I say that there is venom in my eyes when I look at all of them.
Hey.
No pun intended. You go to the puncheon where you belong.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, and I just kind of like, oh gosh, you guys are so harsh, dang. But yeah, just I'm so coiled around everybody. I've got like, just like I'm like, make a decision, because I'm clearly not going to back down from whatever this is.
As they recoil at your yellow-eyed stare and your fangs kind of poke through your small grin, Ao looks at you, Nade, and goes, I don't want to, and that's fine. I can bear the responsibility. I can't bear you guys judge me for it, though. And if you don't want us here, we'll leave. You seem to clearly have this covered. But I know that thing is important, so have it, and we're out.
I don't want you to leave, but I also am not going to make that decision for my group. And I very pointedly look at Peter at this point.
No cursing. 10 minutes.
Why is it 10 minutes?
I picked a random number!
It seemed doing no cursing in the middle of this emotional situation was fun, so I did it.
I knew it was a bad choice. Because now, I'm like, okay, my brain is now busted and anything I was gonna say has left and now it's blank.
Might I recommend Son of a Biscuit?
I got nothing. Let's move on. Someone else.
I think I look at Peter and I just say, I understand that you're angry at them, but do you really want them to leave? Is that what you want?
I don't trust any of them, to be quite honest with you.
What do you think they're going to do?
It is not that I think that they would do something against us. I think the judgment that has been shown thus far, even with these... I am not going to be the one to make this decision. I'm not going to be the one to make this decision.
How about this?
It is up to them, whether they stay or go.
You seem to have an invested interest in this Elixian dude, and I don't know what's going on with you guys. We'll help clear a path out, whatever happens, and we'll meet you outside.
Okay, thank you.
And they turn around and head back out from the side area that you guys saw them come from.
We should investigate more of this place.
It's fine.
As they leave, if Nade will let him, Damaros will come up and give Nade a hug because she's clearly got the emotions.
As you hug Nade, you notice that they stiffen like a board. They feel like they bore a huge part of themselves, and the only response they got was, "Why do you need a reason?" And they're like, "All right, cool, never mind. We just are gonna forget about that." So she's gonna like try to pat your hand, but is very, very stiff.
And that's okay with Damaros. He's just trying to give some comfort because that was a lot for them.
All right, let's go.
What are you guys doing?
What are the available places to go? It looks like there is a place to the east up at the top and a one at the south west.
Yeah, there are two areas at the north, one from where you came from, another one to the northeast. There's that southern entrance. You could also spend time investigating this area around you as well.
Can I make some kind of, I don't know, because I want to, like, here's the problem, is that Peter's not very smart, and all the things I want to do are smart people things. He is an average intelligence young man. And all the things I want to do are, like, smart things, like investigation and arcana. Which
all
he wouldn't even know.
Do Damaros things.
Yeah, he wouldn't even know what to do with the Arcana information.
I mean, if he wants to point something out, Damaros could do Arcana and stuff.
Oh, no, because
Marcella has a hand up too.
Is it too much metagaming if I can notate that bottom cavern looks like it's gonna kind of put us back towards the direction we've already been?
No. Make me a survival check.
Hell yeah. 18.
Okay, I will tell you this. That was a pretty good roll. Albeit that it looks like it's heading back in the direction you came. You can notice the difference in the coloring of the floor, and it is unlike the other two types of areas you've encountered so far. Peter, go ahead and make an investigation check.
That is a 3.
The large ball seems enticing. I'll give you that. It's super vague, I know, but I'm sorry.
Enticing? What does that even mean?
Touch it. That's what that means. Peter, don't touch the thing.
It means Peter, don't touch it. I don't think it would be literally impossible to reach it in order to.
Hydrate,
and it looks like the things that are holding it to the wall are further down, and also probably anything within reach would be covered in ruidium and would likely make what is happening on my left arm worse.
Reminder, albeit that it does look like this ball is floating in this chasm, you guys are still swimming. There is water.
Oh,
so you guys can
correct.
Swim over the chasm very easily. It's not like
Can I just like get closer to it? I'm not gonna touch it. And I'm gonna hold up my hands so that Peter's going to hold up his hand so everyone knows he is not going to touch it, because that would be crazy because it's covered in ruidium. But I would like to see if I can visually, and maybe this would be more of a perception check, maybe see something that's up with it.
Yeah, make me a perception check. Marcella, did you have something?
No, I just am picturing, like, this is the one time that Peter and Marcella do not share the I'm gonna go touch the thing. So as you're going out there, there's just, like, these two beady yellow eyes that are like, I'll come out there.
And he looks at the beady yellow eyes and he holds up his hands and, like, purely uses them to just stay in the same spot in the water. That's an 8.
Okay. You.
If I had eyebrows.
Could I see Damaros went with him and give him a help action?
I'm gonna. No, because I'm gonna give him enough information. I'll give you all enough. As you kind of go towards the large kind of floating object, you notice that it seems to have like this muddy like exterior, and even though it's super like faded, you feel like there's something on the other side. There's that mud kind of like shifts, and you see like different light browns and dark browns, as if like you could see through.
What do I got? I got nothing because I don't have anything. Because I 3 spells, so I don't have anything that would let me see beyond the mud. And also, there's definitely something in there, and we need to get in there. And that's what my brain is telling me. But also, I know the moment I touch this thing, Magic's gonna say, roll a charisma saving throw, and I'm gonna get a fucking -1, and I'm gonna...
Fuck around, find out. What are you guys doing here?
Can we get a poll in the chat?
What are you guys doing?
Second poll.
What are you guys doing?
I am going to make a decision as the largest member of the group, and hopefully this helps. I'm just going to use my size to make said decision. By the way, I do in fact have a swim speed, and I'm just pleased about this whole thing. Oh no, we had 2 penalties for no cursing, guys. We are...
What even is the penalty?
I don't know. We've never had it.
Bad, you guys. Stop it.
Fuck. Oh, my heart is broken by the disappointment from my magical father.
Oh, hydrate. Okay.
The disappointment is worse than anything.
Bad, you guys, says Magic, who earned a penalty. Oh, Magic was one of the ones.
Bad, Magic. Bad. Don't do that.
Anyway, I would like just I don't make I don't know. I don't want to make this uncomfortable for you, Evelyn, so let's just say I'm going to gesture in a collection manner with my
like go towards you.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm
like
a
little head nod of like a come here.
Like
yeah,
a, hey,
Peter. Yeah, Peter will do a little swim.
A little swim.
Then he will tell you there's something inside that thing.
See,
I mean, obviously there's something inside that thing, but it seems like we can maybe get inside of it, but I don't think we should touch it because of the iridium.
Seeing that Marcella is clearly having thoughts, Damaros message. What's up, Marcella?
Thank you. Also that. So I think that as of right now, it may be in our best interest if we go ahead and leave whatever that is alone. If we go to the south, looks like it may be a different set of passages than we have previously been in. So why don't we do a little bit more exploring and maybe let ourselves relax and maybe have a couple conversations. We need to get our heads on right if we're going to complete this whole task.
I think that is a good idea.
Okay.
Message.
And big brain time.
So,
Damaros was sharing Marcella's thoughts.
Yeah.
you guys are heading down to the south.
That's the funniest shit to me that's a thing we do now.
Yes, I believe we are.
I was over here like while Magic was narrating AO, and then during that I was like, what a snake.
I'm a snack. I'm a sneaky little snack.
Oh, yeah. So I was just like.
Memes for days. That's how you know we're millennials.
So as you guys step into the next little bit of area, and let me go ahead.
Do a move.
I'm gonna have to leave behind Marcella's snake drawing, but that's fine.
It's there in our hearts.
Aw, sad.
Okay.
Ooh, gross.
I can't hide.
This narrow cavern is about 50 feet long with 10 feet tall high ceilings and an exit from the far end. The floor and walls are covered in 5-foot thick rippling carpet and a thin pale arms extending and hands that have been long delicate fingers. At first glance, these limbs might be taken for seaweed. Whispering voices begin to echo in your mind, saying things like, "Join us. Be with us. Never be alone again."
I think this is a bad room, guys. I think we maybe shouldn't be in this one.
What's your guys' passive perception?
Oh, that's a great question.
14.
12.
14.
Nade and Marcella, you notice across the cavern in one of the hands outreaching, a box, a key, a flask, and a scroll.
I'm gonna just walk with no words, just walk straight towards it.
Yeah.
As you walk toward them, you hear, "Be with us."
No, well, a lot of us have to be alone and suffer.
Today has too many voices in their head to deal with you.
All right. What are you doing?
I would like to go to the key.
You could grab it. It kind of pulls away very easily. It's not really kind of pulling back at you or anything. It's not like they're resisting. The key is made out of a tarnished silver, but you're unsure what else. It's just some odd looking key, very ornate. Kind of has those frills on the outside.
I'm gonna go to the box and see if the box has a lock on it.
No, you don't see a locked box on it. Instead, you see a box with wedding bells and inscribed with the words, "For those whose love never wavered."
That's sweet. I'm gonna take that as well, and I'm gonna go to the. You said there was a scroll, and what was the other thing? A flask.
And a flask.
I'm gonna go to the flask.
You pick up the flask. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
How far away? Is it 10 feet?
I think I'm beyond 10 feet at this point, but I can. You said it was on the other side of the room, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm like here on the Roll20 map. That is too far.
Unfortunate. I tried.
That is a 19.
As you go to grab the flask, and you take it out of their hand, the hand tries to go and grab you. This kind of iridium spiked hand. You receive a potion of healing, a superior potion, and you also manage to kind of pull back before it latches onto you.
If you guys meet me here, I can distribute what I found. I'm gonna go to the scroll.
Damaros will follow.
The way that Nade is talking is extremely clinical. I go to the scroll.
Make me another dexterity saving throw.
Now you get a +5.
Thank you. I might have needed it. That is a 12.
DC was 15.
Can I amulet charge?
Thank you.
You see, as Peter, you see the hand about to grab Nade as your amulet just fires off a light.
14.
And as the light fades back down, the hand is clasped onto Nade.
Can I try to pry the hand off?
Don't touch it!
Nade, take a point of exhaustion as you see the ruidium rash kind of go up your arm from the hand.
Am I able to yank my arm away from it?
You'll make me a athletics or acrobatic check.
Can I make a contested roll and grapple Nade from the waist down with my tail and pull back against it?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
So would then Marcella be making the roll instead of me?
Depends on who wants to go first. Who's trying to make the pull first.
I'll try to pull first and we'll see how I do. Nat 20.
Well, I mean, just for
Marcella gives me a really
posterity,
nice snake hug.
I gave you a snuggle because that was a 14. So we did a snug.
Nade sure needs it. I think I pull my arm away, and it's very clear that my arm is now covered in ruidium corruption.
Oh, jeez.
Was Nade able to grab the scroll, though?
Yeah, did I get the scroll or no?
They were, yeah. As you kind of pull back, the hand kind of snaps off, and you hear the voices, "Be with us. I don't want to be alone anymore."
No.
I'm just gonna hiss angrily.
I know.
Peter, make me a perception check.
Perception. That is a dirty 20.
You key in fairly quickly that the sounds of the voice sound almost Elixian but distorted.
This is more of the. I say that this sounds kind of like Elixian's voice. I think this is just more of that corruption from the loneliness.
You find a spell scroll of Itiluk's resilient sphere tied with a green ribbon.
What,
Oh, wow.
What
So
level
us-
is that?
This is a 4th level spell. A sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature or object of large size or smaller within range. An unwilling creature must make a dexterity saving throw. Nothing can pass through it, though a creature in the sphere can breathe there. And you can't, basically, it just keeps you in the globe. And I think at this point, I hand it to Peter and I say, I think you understand Elixian's pain more than any of us do. Perhaps when it is time, you can use this to protect him from himself.
I appreciate that, but I do not have the power to wield this spell.
You're unable to use the scroll?
Don't you have to be able to don't you have to like be able to do magic at the same level in order to use a spell scroll?
I don't know that. That is something that
Don't believe so. At least I've never played it that way.
I've never played it that way. I've always played it that you can just use a scroll, but I'll leave that to magic.
I'm looking it up now. Spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written in mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible. Casting the spell by reading the scroll requires the spell's normal casting time. Once the spell is cast, the words on the scroll fade and it crumbles to dust. If the casting is interrupted, the scroll is not lost. If the spell is on your class's spell list but of a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability to determine whether you cast it successfully. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a failed check, the spell disappears from the scroll with no other effect. The level of the spells. So basically, what it sounds like is it. Because of my class, because I am a monk, I am unable to read
Technically,
None of us can read
none
it.
of us
It's
can read
Wizard
it.
and Artificer.
Wizard, Artificer, Peace Domain Cleric, and Oath of Redemption Paladin. The scroll is gibberish.
Question, I do have some wizard stuff on me because I took wizard magic to get like Find Familiar and shit. Would that make it possible for Damaros to read it?
I think because Magic Initiate is a feat, it wouldn't necessarily
I will
translate with the class.
I'll be at a high DC, allow you a one-time Arcana check to see if you can read what's going on here.
I think I look at the scroll and I
Damaros.
hand it. No, I'm just saying I'm going to hand it to Damaros because we kind of have to retcon what just happened because I can't read it. So I hand it to Damaros.
Oh, what's this?
19 plus 7 for 26.
I'll say you're able to read it, understand what it is. So yeah, I'll allow you to use it.
Okay, cool.
And then I hold up I'm going to take the potion of superior healing with me. And then I hold up the key and the box and I say, I don't know the meaning of these. The key goes to something, I don't know what. And this box says something about, it's clearly for a wedding. Maybe Elixian had a love at some point. I don't know.
It's possible.
Can I do an Arcana check on either one of those items and see if there's something special about them?
Yeah, go ahead. Make me just a general Arcana check on them.
And you said before that the key doesn't go to the box.
No, there's no lock to the box, Magic said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
21 magic.
They don't seem magical.
Fair enough.
Can I open the box?
As you open the box with a slight creak, you hear this eerie, kind of majestic music, almost royalty, but not quite, just kind of that very fanfare-y. And
Is it royalty free?
Go to the puncheon.
You find inside a black pearl, a violet garnet, and a pair of delicate platinum rings.
Maybe it was his parents.
Could have been.
I will hold on to these for now, but perhaps it is a reminder. I don't know. And I'm going to go ahead and just put everything in my pouch. Well, I'd like to get out of this room, if you don't mind. And I kind of hold up the ruidium covered arm.
I think that is a good idea. I think this room is... I don't like these whispers.
As you continue forward, you see that the road kind of splits to the left and to the right.
Of course it does.
Ooh. It looks... Oh, the layout of this map is interesting. So it looks like we'll end up passing over...
my instinct is right.
Yeah, I feel like if we go right and there's nothing there, then we can just double back and come across.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah, let's go to the right.
My instinct was left.
As you all head into the next room, let me pull up. Fuck it. Marcella, make me a D10.
No, no, these always go bad. No.
These are all things that I could do, but I just love making you guys roll them.
How dare you?
The
Why would
worst.
you say don't roll high? You know that never works. That's a 9.
I know. Oh, god damn it.
That's a 9?
There's gonna be 9 little beasties for us, isn't there?
I'm gonna bite them all. I'm just gonna like wrap them all up in my tail and I'm gonna squeeze them like a little squeeze doll.
I believe the last vision you guys had was the baker, correct?
The baker kicking him out, right? Was he like throwing him out and he wasn't even allowed scraps? Or am I thinking of something other baker?
No, the last vision was the monsters.
The hunting party.
Yeah.
The hunting party.
You saw a baker hiding a amused, dirty boy behind a counter of his shop, slipping him a tart when no one was looking. Outside,
That's right.
children crow and call him the omen-touched boy, laughing as a patron fervently mutters to the baker, "He's a fool betrayer's blood, I heard." That's the last one you guys saw. I'm pretty positive. Yeah. So, as you guys step into this next room, you hear Alexian say, "I want you to understand." And you guys see in your head a teenager sleeping fitfully under a vermilion moon. Its glow washing him in a faint red tones. He doesn't rest easily until a cloud drifts in front of the moon, masking its sight from his slumber.
A lot of us didn't get to choose what we were born as. I understand that pain and being alone. And I look at Peter in this moment and I say, what is it that draws you to Alexian as fervently? I too want to save him, but clearly not to the same extent or with the same fervor that you do.
The more we learn about Alexian, the more I see reflections of myself. When I never had friends until I met Marcella, and then I was forced to forget Marcella, and then I met Marcella again when I met you and Demers as well, and that was the first friendship that was really shown to me. Before growing up in Bicesteel, I was constantly mocked and ostracized for being myself because they thought the things that horrible people think, and they said, and I was told by many of my peers that I would never be worthy of love, that I would never be good enough. I know what that can do to a person. I know that it can make a person angry, and I know that it can make a person lash out, and I know that it can make everything so much more difficult than it needs to be. And sometimes when that happens, all you need is one person to call you a friend. And that is why I fight so hard for Alexian.
Web-like strands of bright rubidium cling to the walls of the otherwise empty underwater grotto that you guys step into. I need an answer. Who in the group is immune to charm?
Hang on, let me double check.
I believe Nade and Marcella both should be.
I am not immune to charm.
Oh, you don't get Fey ancestry?
I have ancestry, but it's magical sleep immunity. I don't have anything to do with charm.
Oh, I thought that. Oh, yeah.
I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
So, like, if someone tries to charm me, I can roll with advantage, but I'm not immune to it. And I believe, Marcella, I would assume you have the same thing, being a fae.
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking of. I think you're right.
I can't remember because there's about 4 different ways that you can take the fairy lineage, and I'm not sure I took the correct one to do that. Although, I mean,
I think your answer is magic that we're all prone to being charmed. I think that's your answer.
I think
only one. I think Damaros is immune.
Okay.
Oh, because I think so too because of paladin stuff.
Are we immune to being charmed if we're close to Damaros? I guess we'd have to wait until Echo.
So. Yeah.
Okay. Because some people have a charm like aura where you can be like advantage or something. Great. No, I can be charmed.
Yeah, no, I can as well. I have fairy magic flight and but yeah, I technically don't have and then the fairy passage, but I don't actually have fae ancestry as a part of my race.
Okay, so as the rest of you step into this room, a dim red light appears above your head and takes the form of a crown with jagged spikes. All 3 of you, and we'll get to Damaros when they come back.
I'm here.
Are you immune to charm?
Yes, I am, and anyone within 10 feet of me is immune to charm as well.
Really?
Oh!
Listen, don't listen to me. I'm stupid. I was probably wrong about everything. Magic Daddy, we got you.
That's fine. You all fall to the ground incapacitated.
What? Oh, I hate you!
You motherfucker!
You son of a bitch!
Can't be charmed. It says here, if you can't be charmed, you can still be incapacitated by the crown.
So we walk in, we look up and see a crown, and then just drop.
Just drop.
So look at me. We were all like, "Oh, look at us! We can't be charmed." And he goes, "Fine, you all fall to the ground incapacitated."
You son of a bitch.
Sucks for you.
Sucks for
Peter.
us. Yeah.
In the few moments that you lay rest, you have a small dream. You're face to face with Elixion, and he's asking for forgiveness. And will you forgive me?
We
for a second.
This is only Peter.
Only Peter. Okay.
Yes.
Does that make you happy?
Yes.
What's the thing you wish for the most?
What does Peter wish for the most? Oh God. Because there's so many ways to answer this question. Like there's like, because it's like, does he make it like, how do I answer this question? What? Give me the wording again.
What is the thing that if you spent years of your life there, you would be the most happy?
To live in the normal place and be a regular person.
And just like that, the image vanishes and you find yourself in Ank'Rel on the streets.
What? What have you done? What have you done? Peter screams! He screams! And he immediately begins running back towards the Allegiance. He's taken off. He's running. He's like, I'm getting back down there. I don't care how many motherfuckers I have to kill to get through. And he begins literally just sprinting full speed, dash action. I will use all my key points. I don't know, man.
I feel like you should look at your hands. Are you still blue? I'm scared.
Oh yeah, I look at my hands. Is one blue with red veins and the other still just regular blue? Because that's not what I need. It's still blue, okay?
Today, you have a dream and you see Ao and you're at the bar again and they lean forward and go, I missed you.
I missed you too? Why?
I'm so glad that's all behind us.
What's all behind us? What do you mean, what's all behind us?
Why don't you say we go to the shops tonight and look for some new clothes for the new house we got?
Ao, you're not listening to me.
I'm listening. What are you talking about? You're just being silly.
New house we got. Where's
Like
Marcella?
They're next door. I knew they wouldn't be too far.
Sorry, I'm really distracted by Lord just screaming, what?
I'm losing my mind.
Where are we
Same.
exactly? Are we in Ankarel or?
You're in that inn in Ankarel that you typically go. The first, not First Eclipse. The other
Ayo.
one.
Step aside.
Step aside.
Ayo, why don't I go ahead and I need to take a quick walk to clear my head. You're right. I'm just being silly. And I will be right back. Okay? I will be right back.
Okay. And she reaches and grabs you, pulls you in for a good kiss.
God damn it, you're so hot. And I'm gonna just walk out and just do what Peter did and start immediately running back to the Allegiance. Just like, what the actual fuck?
Marcella,
Yes.
you find yourself at the foot of the tree where this had all begun back in your home territory. You see Peter, Nade, Damaros all sitting around a campfire and you're roasting some mushrooms. And you each have small little houses off to the side and you're making some s'mores.
So are we all there in this dream?
Marcella sees you all.
Ah, okay.
Oh hell. Okay.
You in your head, this is what you wanted. Would this make you happy?
Yeah, and I'm gonna like turn around. Yes, but how did I get here? I was
Damaros, you find yourself at a small dinner with Casimir sitting across from you.
I knew it was coming. I'll tell you that now. I knew that's what was gonna happen to him.
So I know that yesterday you went into the to the library. How's the new job going with the library?
Casimir, I love you, dear, and I'm so glad to see you, but I know this isn't real.
Well, I know time is a finicky thing. I just want you happy. If the library is what you want.
I miss you, but I'm still happy. But this isn't real. You're not here.
I miss you too.
Damaros is gonna stand up from the table and try and walk away.
As you walk away, you all come back to, for a moment, finding your footing on the ground.
Oh, God, what just happened? Peter, I can't hear you.
Did you see weird things?
Yes, I saw weird things. Did you see weird things?
Yes. I think we all might have seen some things. I saw Elixian and he asked me what my dream would be, and I said we don't get into it. And I was back in Ankarel, and I immediately took off running, and then now we are back here. What did you see?
I was in the step aside with Ao, and Ao was saying that we had a house and you all lived next door. Apparently, I mean, I said I had to go take a walk, and I started running back to where I thought the Allegiance would be, just like you said you did.
I saw Casimir, my late husband.
Oh my God, that's
Marcella.
I'm just gonna like shake my head. I don't want to talk about it, dude. No.
Did anyone hear anything that went with it? Because I didn't hear anything that went with it. I just all of a sudden was there.
I was the only one who spoke to Elixian.
You spoke to Elixian?
Yes, that is how I then wound up in Ankarel. He asked what my greatest wish was, and I said to just be a regular person and live a regular life, and then suddenly I was on the streets of Ankarel, which first off,
in all of your
not where I would
heads,
like to be a normal person.
You hear Elixian say, I hope that we can all have happy endings like that.
I cannot have that happy
nice.
ending when my husband is already gone, Elixian.
There are other ways to have happy endings.
Whatever it is, I just want to be happy again.
How do you see yourself becoming happy, Elixian?
I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be alone.
You're not alone, but you cannot go into our brains and mess with it to try to make us happy.
It's silent.
Have patience. We're working on it. We're working on it. I also did not like that.
I think as we stand up, I look at Peter and I go, you and I have one thing in common, you know. We both were alone until we met Marcella.
Unifier of peoples.
I had no one. I know that you don't like that I got angry at Elixian, but it's hard when I'm giving up everything that I held dear and potentially losing all of you. And in the end, if I have to choose between Elixian or you guys, I'm choosing you guys. You understand, right?
Yes, I do. I should not have been so cold, and I do apologize for that.
I'm sorry for Eldritch blasting Elixian.
There were spells you could have cast.
I could have definitely cast 4 spells. I apparently have new ones.
Of the ones you could have cast.
Peter, I've been into
There
you
ones
since we
that could
started
be worse.
journeying.
I don't know what I want right now. I am
That's
sorry.
fair. I'm just spewing emotional stuff. It's fine. We can be friends. I'm gonna go, and I just start walking. The day just ran off with it. All right, girl, you do you.
That does get a chuckle out of Damaros, and he does just kind of give a little nudge to Peter, and then follows in the day.
And Peter's like, I don't know what to do with that, because I don't know what I want after this, and there is just a lot, there's so much going on right now, and my brain can't
You
process
hear
that.
Naday say, "Can we just forget I said that?"
Great, fine by me. Let's keep going. Bestie.
I wish I had the gift of gab spell.
You guys start to head, continuing down the winding path, finding yourself kind of going over the some of the areas you guys had seen before. You're kind of passing over top of them. Damaros, make me a D10.
What if I didn't? What if I just said no?
Then I get a roll, and
It doesn't change the outcome whether I roll or whether you roll.
You don't know that.
That's another 9.
As you guys step into the next chamber, you guys receive yet another fleeting vision. You guys see a young man standing atop a mountain, holding a green Zorhasian vista. Wow, I read that wrong. A young man stands atop a mountain and beholds a green Zorhasian vista. He holds a handful of lush flowers. The vision shifts, and now he looks over the same landscape blighted by the calamity. The greenery is burred to the ground, corpses litter the hillsides, and he grips a sword dripping blood.
That's so much fun.
Stepping into the next chamber, you guys see jutting out of the sandy floor of the grotto are a dozen seaweed-choked gravestones. Most of the stones are engraved with the names of people you know or knew, but one of them has your name on it. Below your name on the stone is a shallow indentation with yet a unusual but familiar shape.
And the shape is...
Make me an investigation check.
I will also like to do that, please.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That would be a natural 20, my friend.
Hell yeah! That is a 15 for me.
That one's a dirty 20.
As Peter, I'm just going to do you because this is very fitting. As you
Son of a
look
bitch.
at the gravestone saying Peter, the one next to it saying all runes, you notice on all of these gravestones is an indentation that looks extremely like the pendant around your neck.
Can I... Okay, question. Do I see... Okay, first off, it's weird that All Runes has a grave. That threw me off a little bit, because Demon Lord's graves... I would have expected more for you to say that I would have seen. Do I also see one for his father, or is it just the one for All
No,
Runes?
you don't, oddly enough.
Oh, weird. Strange.
That's strange.
I'm going... It is very... That, honestly, is... I don't know what you're doing, but I'm gonna figure it out. So I'm going to take my pendant. I'm not gonna, it's on a long chain. I'm not taking it off. Although I wonder if I maybe should, but I'm going to...
If you put that key in that lock, so help me, I will hit you so hard you'll crash into the cavern wall.
You're gonna whop him upside the head with your tail?
I
am.
put the pendant against the indent.
You see off to the side a door swing open, and because it's a secret door, I'm going to put you guys inside.
Oh my god!
Secret door!
Secret tunnel!
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
I don't know how to remove secret doors in this. I don't know
You're
yet.
gonna
I'll figure it out.
And what do we see? What do I
As the door flops open, floating above this grotto is a deteriorated bedroom furnishings. A bed frame with no mattress, a chair, a table, a dresser missing its drawers, and a wooden chest, all within easy reach. The chest lid is emblazoned with a symbol of Corellian, a four-pointed star flanked by a pair of crescents, and a soft white glow spills out of the chest with many cracks.
I would
Can
like
I
to touch the
open?
chest.
I was gonna say I want to walk in and open the chest.
I'll allow Peter, you kind of in first, Damaros right behind. And a day Marcella kind of behind them, so we have kind of a sense of where we're at. If you open up the chest, you find inside of it that it starts to kind of like, as you pull it up and it kind of like falls off to the side, like the door just kind of to the side, and you're just holding the lid. You see a tiny mote of light just kind of sitting there.
I push through immediately and touch it.
Yeah, I was gonna offer it to you since you're the only one who doesn't have a fragment.
I'm feeling awkward as hell because Nade is having a horrible time and has no filter. She's just like, excuse me, Pam.
Okay.
I was going to offer it to you.
Just let me do this.
As Nade kind of pushes through, goes, ooh, pretty.
Oh, it's not ooh, pretty. It's I'm the only one who doesn't have one. It's very much that.
You guys all receive another vision. You guys see a soldier crouching over her dead commander in a plaza filled with the bodies of people and monsters. The weight of responsibility settles uncomfortably on her. Harbinger, she spits at Elixian. Warbringer, Omen, we sheltered you. And because I didn't give one for Peter, I'm going to give you the second one. The vision shifts to a guttural roar, leaving the throat of a young warrior as he cleaves through the foes in front of him. His rapid breathing makes allied soldiers around him skittish. Omen of malice, one hisses to another. Don't get on his bad side.
So
he had no control over bringing what he brought, if it even was him. Often
people assume someone is cursed, and by way of assuming that there is a curse, the self-fulfilling prophecy is
I was gonna say.
As I'm
talking.
Common. Listen, I learned abyssal before I learned common. Common is difficult at times. I could tell you if you want me to speak in abyssal, then sure, but it doesn't sound particularly pleasant.
Nade, you have a message.
I see it. Thank you very much. Have we shared this to each other in character of what is happening to us with each of the shards?
No, not in character.
Oh, not in character. Okay, that's fine. As I take it, I feel myself like go through what you guys have gone through with the whole strength in one way, downside in another. And just go, okay, that's another fragment.
Just for my knowledge, and you can message this if you want, I'm just keeping a list of all the adjectives we've gathered through these to like kind of put that picture together.
Can I go ahead and say it on stream, or do you want me to private message it?
Either, that's up to you.
Transigence, intransigence.
Can you message that to me so I can spell it right? Because your boy can't spell.
Your boy can do math, but your boy can't spell.
Yeah, your boy can do some pretty good math, but your boy cannot spell.
Hi, Tex. Do you want a fragment too? Okay.
Intransigence. I'm gonna have to look that word up. Now,
pretty
that's
sure
a $5 word.
Pretty sure it has to do with like moving, like
and based on the what I've gotten, it absolutely has to do with movement.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't get it.
Yeah, you would hate it.
I mean, I was being honest when I said I was going to offer it to you because you were the only one who didn't have one.
Intransigence is the refusal to change one's views or to agree about something.
That seems to go along with quite well with one of our other words. Yeah,
I should Google my word because I don't know what it means.
I actually looked up your word, which is how I know that it goes real. What
is your word again, Damaros?
With your word,
rancor.
Oh, I know what that means. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like bitter and
resentful.
Bitter and resentful. So intransigence and rancor kind of go together. And then Peter's got.
And then what do you have, Marcella?
I'm keeping mine a secret.
I will.
It's a secret. You guys know what it is off stream, but I will text it to you. But I'm keeping it secret.
I have it in my notes.
So if you guys want to know what I have, you're gonna have to go watch last episode.
I think now that we're back with the graves, I'm just out of curiosity gonna walk to mine.
As you walk up to your grade, make me a perception check.
Well, this is the first time I've had one of these.
This whole campaign. No.
I would also like to check out my grave.
Yeah, I would like to investigate all runes.
18.
The day you look around, you see your own grave. You see grave for your sister, your mother, for Ao, for Glissariad.
Alexian, if you can hear me, what is the point of this particular exercise? Oh,
I
well,
let them all down.
you let us down. You didn't.
It
They all
might
forgot
be
about
that
me.
I wonder if it is these are the people we are worried to let down.
He said, they all forgot about him. That's the thing he keeps saying. He's been forgotten. He's alone. I think we all can relate to that in some way. And even though I am upset that I have given up so much for him, it doesn't mean I don't think he's worthy of being remembered. I just want someone to acknowledge how much I've given up. That's all.
It's silence from Alexian.
We've given up a lot in a day.
Everyone here has. I shouldn't be so selfish about it.
Damaros, as you head up to your grave, you see your own name. You see Casimir. You see Aloysia.
Question: has anyone who has looked at theirs, have they mentioned who they're seeing out loud at all?
I would say that I'm going to mention that I see. I kind of gesture and I say, it's everyone that you would expect. It's my mother. It's Calum. It's Ao and Glissariad.
I'm gonna hold off on saying anything about mine until I've investigated Alrune's a little bit more. So I want
Alright.
to take a closer look at that before I divulge. I
Nadaze
got
is
12.
enough. Nadaze is enough for Damaros to reach out to Alexian and ask why Aloysia, because he doesn't really have a relationship with Aloysia like Nade has a relationship with all of those others.
I don't really have a relationship with Glissariad either. Glissariad just
Yeah.
happens to be a rival. It's people we've encountered, it seems like. It's not just people we've had a deep, meaningful relationship
True.
with. It's people that we've run into along the way who have had some kind of stake in what has happened.
I got a 12 investigating Alrune's grave.
Okay. As you look through Alrun's grave, you can see not too deep underneath mangled corpses.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds right. And I'm just gonna leave that dirt where it is, and I'm gonna.
Fuck with the come on, let's do it again.
no,
Fuck with
no,
the
we're not
corpses.
moving corpses again.
I'm gonna
We're not.
leave that dirt where it is, and I'm going
We're-
to say, the only two graves I was able to notice were mine and my mother's.
And to be clear, you guys can see each other's. There's
Yeah.
tons here. It's just kind of ones that I'm pointing out for each one of you specifically.
Oh, okay. So, like, if I were to look around in the area, would I see other people's? But I still specifically do not see my. Oh, because he has not been part of all of this, whereas Alrune's has had a. Yeah. No, I'm putting the picture together.
You even see part of the people, Mary, and
The other two.
the other two that you had seen from Aloysia. It's not just you guys. You see Alexian, people from Alexian in here as well.
Okay.
I think at this point we just keep going.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is best if we keep going.
You don't think there's anything to gain from this?
All right, you guys continuing forward.
Yes.
Mhm.
Should someone message Marcella and get Marcella's thoughts on all this?
I message Marcella and I go, so what do you think about all this? Do you want to look at any of the graves? Do you want to keep going?
I don't think it's a wise idea for me to look at my own headstone. I'll probably blast it to pieces.
That is completely fair. Marcella says she'll blast her headstone to pieces. We should keep going.
You know what? That's very understandable. It is very
Completely.
weird. It is very weird to see one's own headstone, especially when you have died before.
Yeah, you want to know? I died twice before. I've never seen
the
any of the headstones from my previous lives. Oh, hello.
Naday,
No.
roll me a d10.
I say that we don't. There's already something here we have to deal with.
That's a 4 magic.
A 4. Okay, something new. Let's see. Naday, you notice behind you the sand of the floor kind of start to kick up. And it starts to form this vaguely human-like form that kind of stands next to you. And As you continue forward up the stairs into the next room, it just follows your group.
Does it look like anyone in particular, or just a...
It's this kind of sand. As you kind of look at it, like a piece of the sand kind of drips and drops off of its face onto the ground.
Looks like we have a new friend, guys.
Can I poke it?
Absolutely.
You can
just
Peter.
I just like poke its shoulder. I don't say anything. I just poke its shoulder.
As you poke through, your hand kind of just moves through it.
Gentle, very gentle.
But you're unable to really notice. It doesn't seem to react in any sense of manner or way.
It seems harmless for now, but we should keep it this.
Also, note to myself, I'm saying...
Can I just do a quick divine sense on this thing now that it's following us around?
Yes, you can.
And Tipsy, what were you gonna say?
I do not remember. Thank you, though.
Divine sense.
I can detect good and evil, anything affected by the hollow spell, or know the location of any celestial feet or undead within 60 feet.
You get none of that. As you enter the next chamber, the walls of this grotto have been meticulously carved with images of shops and townhouses. The features of the buildings change from time to time as though an invisible force were swapping out one facade for another, replacing one architectural flourish with another. The one feature that seems to never change is a wooden door set in the far wall at the floor level. In the middle of the grotto floats a giant jellyfish creature with 60-foot long tentacles. Swarms of tiny ugly fish flit between the translucent tentacles.
I was seeing that there was a path behind us as well. But what do you think, Peter?
There's the path behind us. There is this thing over here is a door, right?
Yeah, as you kind of look into it, that same architectural door that seems to be in the paintings of all of these houses is kind of just sitting there too. Like a physical manifestation of it.
Do you think that this thing will attack us if we go through it?
I think it's very likely.
Well, do we want to fight our way through it, or do we want to go another way?
How does everyone feel in terms of vigor and abilities and things?
I messaged Marcella to get her input on this. What do you think? We fight through, or we?
Well,
you do notice that the door has a large lock on it.
I wonder if the key I got would work.
We have a key. I would just say go through it, and we'll, I don't know, render the consequences. If we do have to fight it, we know how to beat it. So, and
it's true.
I would love.
We know.
We've learned that these are mostly just memories that we really don't have to fight.
Yeah.
Well, also, I could really use a rest soon.
That the locked door might be the key to possibly getting a rest. Or possibly something worse. We don't know. But that
really don't.
We really sure do not. But we should at least try. Perhaps the best way to do this is, since I am the fastest, that could be good to just zoop.
I hand you the key.
I think I also have a thing that even lets me avoid. There was a thing. It might be a different character. But I'm pretty sure at one point that certain facts. Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, I will take the key and I will do a.
As you rush by the tentacular tentacle of. Don't roll your eyes at me, Marcella. Fucking saw that.
Good.
Oh, good that you didn't see me roll mine.
You go to insert the key and you realize that it is much too small for this door.
It's the wrong key.
All right, can we go back the other way then?
I sprint back fast. I do my little run. I jump on the
you kind of
things.
Run over. Make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
That would be a natural 20 for a total of, it doesn't matter what the total is, but I like saying it anyways, a total of 28.
You see as Peter, the jellyfish starts to kind of toss to one side, and the fish kind of start to swarm. As Peter, you kind of jump up on one of the coffins that's there and kind of run over.
Do I do a sick flip?
Yeah, you do a sick flip. As
you do a blade landing.
The fish kind of swarm around and kind of like they kind of tail you for a second, but you're able to kind of dodge them, and they don't seem to be aggravated by you. And it doesn't seem they were targeting you, but you were definitely about to hit like an intercept.
Cool. I think it might be that with these creatures, like with many other creatures, you leave them alone and they leave you alone. Hopefully this is case. And if we run into more of these, we can just walk by them again.
I can't really do a sick flip like you can, but I'll do my best.
You guys
We
do?
might not even need to do sick flips.
I think we're going into the other side, so like the loop around.
Yes.
And we still have this sand buddy who's following us.
Little pal.
It's the doopa
Yeah.
sound.
It was a very long corridor.
Where did we just go? Oh my god.
The day.
Oh, yeah, where are we?
The day.
Yes.
No, you just did one, didn't you?
I did.
Peter,
I
it
haven't-
is your turn to do a D10.
Yay! I was gonna
That's
say,
a
I haven't
lot of
rolled a
eyes.
D10 yet.
Why
I
are there
like
so
it.
many
on stream can't see
eyes?
it.
All right.
It'd be great if I could find us on the map.
I'm gonna use
Go
the
back
Peter.
Ah, yeah, no, I'm uncomfy. I'm not
gonna
gonna
use
look
the-
at them.
I'm gonna use the Peter D10. That's a 7.
7. As you guys step into this room, the sand creature just falls back into the sand, and you guys get another vision. Let's see. The warrior.
Has been watching you this whole time.
The warrior, now an adult, kneels before an altar in a ruined temple of Exandria the Changebringer. Fight for the freedom of others, he whispers in reverence. His hand, scarred and shaking, grips the hilt of his sword. Luck favors the daring, he says with determination. The Changebringer don't bless cowards.
I'm so sorry, my brain went pew. Could you repeat that?
I'll drop it in a
Yes.
chat for you guys.
Yes, please.
So he's basically praying to Exandria and saying that, freedom to fight, and she's not, they don't bless cowardly people. So clearly he had an allegiance, which is interesting because he ended up praying to 3 different deities.
I wonder if it was not a matter of allegiance. I don't know.
As you enter this next room, which is, forgive me, there's a lot of room I'm keeping track of. You enter this next room. Oh, this one, I'm so excited. Okay. Web-like strands of bright ruidium cling to the walls of this grotto, spreading out from dozens of large, bloodshot eyes that follow your every move. These eyes are embedded into the walls, 10 and 20 feet off the floor. 5 patches of seaweed sprout from the sandy floor. Each patch is an oval mirror, 4 feet tall and about 2 feet wide. The seaweed not only holds the mirrors in place, but also frames them. You see displayed in each mirror what appears to be an important moment from the Apotheon.
I'm going to approach the nearest mirror and look into it.
Yeah, I'll go up to a different one.
The day, as you walk up to the first mirror, the image of a boy in the arms, a baby boy is lifted into the air, crying as the red light washes over them. Instead of toys laying around him, a spear and a dagger rest near where he kind of lays his head. And as you approach the mirror shifts from Alexian's view to you. The image fades. And I'm going to ask you to describe a defining moment in your past that you see reflected back at you.
I think that going further back than she would have thought possible, she thinks about childhood, and you see a much younger Nade. She is wiping tears from their eyes, and they knock on the door of little Caleb's room. And though you cannot hear the words being spoken through the mirror, you see this little drow girl with white hair playing with a doll on the floor, and Nade sits down and plays with dolls with Caleb, gets up, and then leaves the room for the very last time.
Peter, as you step up to the second mirror, the vision of a young Alexian, 10 years at most, holds out a piece of bread to a sick elderly figure who reaches out for it with a warm smile. And as your foot hits the ground, it shifts as it turns back to you. Can you describe to me a defining moment in Peter's past that would be reflected?
Just any defining moment?
Any defining moment that you think would appear?
You see a 10-year-old little Peter. His horns are a bit shorter. His hair is a little longer, and he sees two students. He's in like clearly what is like a schoolyard, and he sees two other children fighting, and one of them is clearly winning over the other, and so he tackles the one that's winning, and like the guy that one runs off, and he goes to reach a hand out to the kid who was getting his ass kicked, and the kid slaps his hand away, pushes him to the ground, and then takes off. And that's the memory.
I step away from my mirror and I say, it seems that this will show us things of ourselves, perhaps. Apropos for the tone of this room, and I gesture at the eyes. I'm going to keep walking, and I just start walking towards the other side.
What are the rest of you doing?
I mean, I would have gone up and probably also investigated. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. As Marcella, as you go up to the third mirror, a solemn scene. You see a solemn scene depicting Alexian as a young man holding a sword and looking at it with a pained expression. The ground at his feet is strewn with rubble and bodies. And as it fades away, as you step up, slither up to it, what is the image that gets reflected back to you?
I would say what reflects back to her is actually very long forgotten memory. Is there's in the mirror is a small furbolg child with that mossy green skin, long black hair. She's wearing just a very plain tunic dress, carrying a basket. Far in front can be heard footsteps as someone shouts behind them to not don't fall behind. And as she's slowly collecting these little mushrooms on the ground, hopping from stone to stone and collecting the fungus and talking to the bugs and playing with the flowers, and then kind of behind a larger tree and a little skewed from the direction of the child's parents is from behind a tree pokes a fairy who just kind of gestures for her to be quiet and then to come closer. And she kind of bounds and collects her mushrooms, and as soon as she gets close enough, this fae gathers the child up in their arms, the basket falls, and she is pulled from the Savalier wood. And just like that whole, and then it just kind of fades to black.
You're muted.
Demaros, as you step up to your mirror, you see Alexian as an adult facing a gloomstalker that bears down on him while two children huddle behind him. The image fades. What is there?
I've had 3 other people to think about this through, and I still don't have a full thought. The image that's there is one of Demaros sitting beside Casimir. Casimir is sickly, because it's right near the end of his life, and this is something that Demaros has kind of tried to block out, because it makes him sad to think about watching his husband fall ill and die. So it's an image of him sitting there talking with Casimir and reminiscing about the life they had up to that point.
As you all continue to walk, you see in the last mirror Alexian's demeanor exuding determination, standing atop a raised mound, thrusting his spear into the air as he delivers a rallying cry. The soldiers below respond by raising their weapons and salute. And you hear the room speak to you. It says, "Thank you for sharing your journey with us, for allowing us to adore you. Thank you for allowing us to glimpse of the path you have walked to become the hero we see before us."
Are they talking to us or are they talking to Alexian?
I think we are Alexian in these memories.
Sorry.
Don't want to be thanked. I don't want to be a hero. We should keep going.
I put my hand on Marcella's back, just wanting to be close and feel some scales fall off, but continue keeping my hand on her back.
Okay. As you guys continue to kind of go forward, you see the similar path where you can continue straight, where it kind of gets into this loop, or you can go back to the center.
So wait. Repeat that for me.
You guys are able to see that you guys come back to a path that's kind of splitting. One goes forward, one goes to the right. If you continue forward, you're going to come back into the same loop, and the one that goes to the right goes to the center.
Okay. We should go to the right and go back to the center. There's still that other northern path.
Maybe we can rest in the center. I don't know if anywhere is safe in here.
Survival check.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
And Marcella.
Oh, that's a 13.
23.
You guys get the sense that this room seems fairly benign right now. And if you needed to, you could take a short or long rest.
If everyone's okay with it, I would really like to take a long rest.
I think it might be wise.
I've got a level of exhaustion. I'd like to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I think you see as we settle in, I'm just rubbing my arm absentmindedly. I guess it's only fitting, isn't it, Marcella, that the moment I leave the Luxon, I go, "You're not my real dad," and get Ruidium.
I mean, I would probably let my wild shape peter out of its 2 hours, really just kind of on alert. So, I mean, so I'll still take the long rest, but 2 hours is spent non-verbally, just kind of like I'm the first 2 hours of watch.
As you guys each individually start heading out to take a rest, you guys get another vision in your sleep. You see a warrior holds his hands up to the sky beneath the sheltering silver glow of the moon Katha, and a drop of moonlight falls into his cupped hands. It turns into a swirl of colors, then takes the form of a small gold amulet. The warrior, awestruck, whispers a prayer as he presses the jewel of 3 prayers to his chest. And with that, we're going to take our break. Lots of emotions, lots of things happening. We're going to take a break until top of the hour, so 9 o'clock my time, or top of the time zone, wherever you are. So don't go too far, because we're going to come back and keep exploring the mind of Alexian and the mind of our characters as we continue down the depths of Netherdeep. We'll see you soon.
Woo!
And welcome back to Magic
There's so
Academy.
many emotions.
Yeah, we are. This is a extremely challenging area, and again, I need CWs and shit like that. Something else I need to add. But yeah, definitely. If you're having a rough time with some of the content, make sure to step away, because it is not a light area. This is someone who's suffered for thousands of years. So, with that, to Peter.
I'm gonna try and look something up, because there's this great website for usually for video games and I think TV shows as well, called doesthedogdie.com, that provides a lot of really great like content warnings and things, like specifically question by question. I don't know if a TTRPG module would be on there, but I will take a look and then I can post the link in the Twitch chat if it is.
Yeah, it's definitely something we'll continue to do. We do have we have that from our YouTube that we need to pull over onto our Twitch, which is basically there's resources to make sure that you have. On top of that, I know our players get the content warning, and I need to carry those over to you guys as well. So,
and just as like the resident currently seeking, and I'm very open about this, so I'm not embarrassed to say the current resident seeking help for their mental status, please don't be afraid to ask somebody if you need help. As the curtain of giving is pushing my chair.
Curtain of giving.
But
the disembodied hand.
The disembodied hand is next to my family. Laura's mama's out there, is my #1 supporter. And if you need help,
is Laura's mama in there?
No, not today. No, that's just Jake. But as my number one fan and my number one supporter, and if you need somebody to talk to, please always reach out. I will say that my door is always open. But anybody, players, DMs, fellow watchers of the Twitch, if you need anything, please don't ever hesitate to reach out and talk to somebody. Okay.
Can we get some characters in chat for the therapy, please?
Therapy.
All of our characters need therapy.
Yeah.
All of our characters need therapy and support the use of therapy.
Absolutely. This is a pro-therapy book brigade.
Yes.
We need a therapy emote.
Oh my god.
All right. Let me write it down. I'll add it to the list.
Oh my god.
Well, it could be D&B is therapy or D&B is not therapy, but it is therapy.
My therapist supports me.
No. Do not use. Friends, I love you very dearly. Don't use D&D as therapy.
No, I agree completely. I agree. That's why I said it should be D&D is not therapy. Sorry.
Well, no, don't use it as your therapy, but I will say that all three of my therapists, just as an FYI, 3. So yes, it takes a lot of work. 3 of my therapists, all do recommend things like D&D and video games as a good way to just have a cathartic chill out moment. So
theater therapy is a thing.
My brain went
What
TT
was
and
that?
that went titty and that took a downfall. Sorry.
But you're gay.
I still like titties. They're
Just
soft.
titties are great, man. Are there titties?
Yes.
I
Sorry,
got
what?
them.
I wasn't listening.
Which
Anyway, shall we get back into it?
Get back into it.
Back to the
So
thing.
we get back to our adventurers who you guys had found the center of this Netherdeep, finding this bulb kind of floating there. After dealing with the rivals and them kind of going back and clearing out some of the path for you, you proceeded on to a new looking area where things were a little bit more calmer, less red. Seemed like there wasn't a lot of corruption in that direction as you kind of did a lot of stuff, but you saw a lot of yearning for information and for wanting to be free. Seeing images of both yourself and Elixian kind of fused together, but you all kind of got the sense of wanting peace. You encountered mirrors, you encountered gravestones, and found another fragment, which Nade promptly grabbed. To find themselves back in the center where this large ball seems to hang, taking a long rest and taking a moment to breathe. Well, not really, because you're underwater. Well, you could breathe underwater, but anyway, breathe in the moist air, water.
Sleeping with the ruidium weapons like teddy bears.
With that said, I do need you all to make a constitution.
+5 for all you fuckers.
Thank you.
I had to do a personal constitution save for that word.
Which word? Oh,
The M word.
That is a 21 for Nade.
17.
Thank you for that aura, Daddy Damaris.
Dirty
15.
20. Thanks to Damaros's aura.
Okay.
15.
Let me take my roll. All right, Damaros, you wake up with a level of exhaustion, and you see kind of that rash kind of crawling up where you've been holding the weapon all night.
I mean, I never said that I was cuddling my weapon. That was them.
You still have to be wearing it or wielding it for it to be its effects to be there. So
Yeah, I'm wielding it and it's like on my body, but I'm not like cuddling it.
yep, I
It's
know.
not letting it touch his skin.
It still affects you. It's still, as even if it's on your side, it kind of, you see it kind of like take over your hip. It seems in this case the prolonged exposure seemed to have some type of effect.
Rude.
I think as I wake up, I subconsciously check my arm and see that, it's still ruidium covered. And I go, hey, Marcella, does it look cool? Okay, I'll take that as a no.
I feel
Answer.
like we have.
Peter holds up his own ruidium covered arm and goes, answer carefully.
I like the image of like the two of us just going, Marcella.
So
Marcella,
Damaros. So does Damaros also have ruidium arm now?
Euphoridium hip.
A hip, because the weapon was on your hip as you described. So it's coming up on your hip.
I want
So
to.
no one could see it.
Unless you're sporting something.
Crop hoodie from Damaros.
That is not what I thought of.
Neither is.
I'm pretty sure Magic was about to say thong.
I don't
I
know
mean,
what you're
that's
talking
true.
about.
That's what I thought he was gonna say. as well.
I mean, I was gonna say thong, but I thought I would try to be more PG-13, but no, it's
This
fine.
stream PG-13. No.
Am
I
I
just
the
would like
foreign
you all to
chat?
know.
Yes.
I would like you all to know that I just pictured Damaros and assless chaps. That's where my brain went.
Yes. I don't think you understand, Laura. We need this image to get us through the rest of this dungeon.
Damaros and assless chaps just turning around like, hey.
I still
Write it
I'm
down.
holding up my arm like, come on, Marcella, I gotta feel good about this. It went against everything my, I guess, former deity stood for. But except for Marcella, I keep having magic that feels like the Luxon, and it's very confusing.
Oh no, I'm not a snake anymore.
You're not a snake anymore.
I have been. Yes, Damaros and assless chaps. I have been struggling to figure out how to respond, and it just occurred to me I'm not wild shape.
You're not a snake.
No, you're just a little.
So let me just. Okay, I mean, I would not let it progress. I'm just gonna like gesture as I am now 9 levels in this druid subclass, covered in mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know, Marcella. I've never known you without mushrooms, so the day that you lose them is a day that I will be very confused.
I'm not sure if I would know what to do if I did lose them. And she's gonna kind of like brush her hair back, right? It's canon that I bought myself a new hat, so we're gonna take my hat off. And I just like I'm starting to sport kind of this like mossy bark-like texture on my forehead. That seems to be growing into my scalp. And I'm just like, I mean, I wouldn't recommend long-term exposure. I love what I do, and I love what I am. But you guys are having negative effects, whereas I'm having a positive one, and I would not recommend.
It's fair.
I think it looks pretty cool. Look at the contrast. That's some
Peter,
good
no.
color work. I don't want any more of it. I would in fact prefer it to go away, but it does look kind of cool.
And I'm gonna like stand up.
Oh, you're good.
No, you can go ahead. This is just a side note for.
But I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna do my little tippy toe stretch. I used to be able to stretch all the way like this, and now it's painful. My mom's gonna
Marcella,
come at me for a stretch.
Marcella,
Anyway,
do you want uppies?
no, I would like to walk today, but thank you.
Okay.
I think that we should head north.
Okay.
Brand new awake. And yes,
Agreed.
that whole moment was canon in character. Marcella remembering she's no longer a animal. Courtesy of Journey's brain. Thanks, Journey.
Before they went to sleep, Damaros cast Find Familiar. This time a water-based one because they're in the water. He has an octopus. His octopus's name is Mark for bookmark.
Uh-huh, I was gonna ask.
Amazing.
I love that.
Oh my god,
I love that
it.
for
Hi, Mark.
you. I think I see the little octopus and I look at Marcel and I go, oh my god, it's like a miniature version of you.
Just want to squeeze it.
So you guys are going up to the north. You're passing by the ball.
You sure are, Magic.
Yup.
Yeah, buddy.
Just one ball. One ball.
I think every time I pass it now, I just go, sorry. Can I keep walking? Because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I know what's in there, but that's just me.
You should probably have that checked out by a medical professional.
We got sad in the first half, and we're bringing it back with the jokes.
We're giving you guys a break before we start crying again. It's fine.
You step forward into this other chamber, and you find this pit devoid of thermal vents. The floor is strewn with humanoid skeletons clad in rusty armor, as well as bones of other creatures. Tendrils of ruidium weave along through the battlefield like ivy. A shining spear stands upright in the center of the room, its shaft emerging from a pile of bones and rusting weapons.
Peter, everyone, do you think that's Alexian's spear?
It's very likely.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Is the spear made of metal or is it wooden? I missed that part.
Make me an investigation check.
I have proficiency with natural weaponry. Ooh. You
you
said
get?
perception or investigation?
Perception? Investigation?
Ooh.
I don't know. That doesn't work.
You said investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
You notice the spear sticking out of the bone does look a lot like Elixian's spear that you've seen in visions. It shows no signs of rust, decay, ruidium corruption, unlike any of the other weapons found in the chamber.
Cool. Can I go grab it?
Yeah. So, Marcella.
Marcella, are you sure you want to just grab this from these
Marcella?
bones?
As Marcella grabs onto the spear, a large growl reverberates throughout the cavern. As the sound fades, a soft melodic voice says, "You shouldn't have done that."
Ew.
The voice comes from a translucent pale blue figure of a child who appears to have materialized out of nowhere. Floating next to him is a slender sculpture of a man carved out of iridium and bearing a solemn expression. I am Theo Natho. That right there, that's Elixian the Hunter. It has come to destroy you. But it won't do anything as long as you're here with me. We must go now. Do you want to save the Apotheon and end his nightmare?
Yes.
Yes.
Obviously.
Okay, cool. Just come this way. And he starts to head off.
Can I make an insight check on this child?
I also would like to do this.
Yes. Anyone who
I'm
would
gonna
like
let you
to.
guys-
That
can.
makes 3 of us.
And 4.
17.
6.
Nat 20 for a 26.
Oh my god.
23.
Nade, what'd you get?
I got a 17.
Okay. So Damaros, Marcella, you kind of pick up a subtle innocence to the kid. But he seems genuine enough. He does seem very interested in you guys.
What did you say your name was again?
Theo.
How did you get here, Theo?
Well, obviously I'm part of Elixian's nightmares here, so
What do you mean part of the nightmares?
I'm part
The
of the
name has
visions
sig-
here.
The name has significance. I know it. I know it does. I don't know if I wrote it down, but we have heard this name before.
Did you know Elixian before you became a part of the nightmares?
Not really. I just want to help him. Marcella, I do need to give you the spear. Let's send that over to you privately. Maybe if I find you. I'm here. I want to help. I want to help Elixian. Don't you?
Yeah, that's why we're here. I just want to know how you got down here, but you just want us to. And you said this is Elixian the Hunter, and I point at the
Yeah,
ruidium.
he's here to kill you.
Okay, why?
He's a hunter.
How are you what is stopping him from killing us?
Well, I mean, threads of fate are kind of woven in a strange manner and they kind of twist and turn. And when they come to a precipice, sometimes they have a little bit of effect on each other. And I don't know, it just seems that I can help stop him.
You are a very intelligent child.
Anyway, this way. And he beckons you down to the south.
Emeros is following right behind because that dad mode took over for a hot minute when a child showed up.
Oh god, these are old notes. Let's see.
Are any of you not going with?
I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm gonna stick together. Marcella.
I'm going with my shiny new fancy spear.
I look at you and I go, you look great with that.
I'm so pleased right now. You guys don't understand. I have proficiency with natural weapons, but things like swords and daggers and whatnot, I can't wield.
You got
I now
a
have
weapon.
I have a weapon.
And it's a
can wield
Elixian
this one?
weapon.
I can do a bonk.
I
Actually,
feel
it's
like
not
we're
a
making like a collection of all of his stuff, so when we see him, we can be like, "See, you're good. You're good.
Here's your thing.
Here's your stuff. You're not a bad guy."
I feel like I have a weapon. I'm so pleased.
So, magic. I am going through my notes. I swear to God, we have heard the name Theo before. Is it possible we have heard this name before and I just did not write it down because for some reason in my brain, it is so stuck that yes, we have heard something about somebody named Theo.
You have not.
We haven't. Okay, so there
I will
is
give you
a.
that.
Okay, thank you. That is. I will stop looking at my notes now. because
There's also a little octopus going with us.
You guys head towards the south with Theo as Alexian the Hunter kind of pivots and watches you like a fucking hawk. So how are you guys gonna save him?
we're not sure about that yet. We are exploring these caverns, trying to find the answer to that question. There is something in the other chamber. There is this large bulb, this muddy exterior out of which many iridium spikes poke, and there is something underneath the surface of that, but we need a fuller picture. We need to see more of these caverns before we...
Oh, well, that's just Alexian.
Well, yes, but we don't know what form he will be in inside, beyond
True.
the outer layer of mud.
Do you know how to let him out?
I don't know. Letting people out is good, but it can also be bad sometimes. I don't know. It's tough to say what's the right thing to do, but I have a feeling that you guys can get in there now with the light that's inside of you.
With the fragments.
The light?
Yes, the little lights. Do you know of them? Do you know of Pity?
Alexian sure does have a lot of pity in him.
I think that we can go into there now. And I think that we need to remind Alexian that he is not alone.
As you continue to go into the next room, oh God, I made you guys huge.
How dare.
I guess I want to ask the kid one more question.
Sure thing.
If I can.
Absolutely.
Do you know how to save Alexian?
That sure is a tough question. Well, I'd love to see him redeemed.
That is what we... I will not speak for the rest of the group, but I believe that is what we all are also looking for.
It's just hard to say what redeemed really looks like. I mean...
This is true.
There is this corruption that's here, and I don't know exactly how this stuff works. Perhaps it's not always the most obvious way. I don't know. As you...
Let's not breathe so hard into the mic.
take a step forward, you see floating about 20 feet above the floor in the middle of the chamber, rotating slowly on a slightly tilted vertical axis, is a ruidium sphere pockmarked with crater-like indentations. The moon-like sphere is not quite 50 feet in diameter, and two giant sharks, their mouths and skin encrusted with ruidium, swim around the moon's equator in opposite directions. The thermal vents on the floor heat the grotto and bathe the lower hemisphere of the moon with a red light. Theo crinkles his nose. Rudis was always one enemy Alexian could never face, yet the one he hated the most.
He didn't have a choice to be born under it. I would imagine it makes sense that he would have some animosity and resentment towards it.
He holds up a hand. Don't move too fast. Don't cast any spells either.
Okay.
The moon affects things in very strange ways.
I remember that. You all remember that too, right?
Yes, the moon that affected all of your magic.
He guides you through the room, kind of taking a side. And you guys can choose not to, but you guys walk very slowly. He seems to be extremely cautious, almost nervous, as he kind of walks through. You get to a small area where you're able to kind of peek through the small corridor, and you see Theo kind of pass through one of the walls, and the wall just shift aside, allowing you to enter it. I'm gonna put you guys in that room this way, and I've messed up Damaros.
Why are we so smushy?
Because I fucked everything up. Just let it happen.
Okay, I didn't know if there was an issue with my camera.
It was magic. Magic smushed us.
I smushed you.
It's okay. I mean, I'll be smushy with you guys.
As you go through this next area. This cavern is hidden behind 2 doors. You see the other door kind of open off to the side too. And he draws your attention to the northernmost secret door and passes through it and waits for you guys to kind of come through. The thermal vents in the floors heat and illuminate this 30-foot high oblong cavern. The ruidium veined walls expand and contract in regular pulses like the beating of a heart. A ruidium archway in the far wall leads to a darker chamber. Elixian's suffering has made him callous and selfish. I know he can be reminded of his goodness.
He was saying that, he wanted all the ruidium to himself, but thousands of years of suffering will do that to you when that's all you have. Do you know where the ruidium came from, Theo?
A human-sounding howl echoes through the grotto. Darkness engulfs the cavern, swallowing you in an inky embrace, flooding your mind with visions of Ankarel, of Wildemount, of godlike wrath that ravages the world until only corpses and smoky ruins remain. The visions abate and you're back where you started. This is what awaits you in the heart of despair. Well, kind of.
What do you mean?
Come this way. And he starts to head through the archway.
Are we meant to use one of the fragments here? This is the room that is clearly meant to represent his heart.
Come this way. And he continues to take you deeper. This pit is devoid of thermal vents, and water here is cold and dark. I see a hydrate that I missed. A few tendrils of iridium cling to the walls around the archway. Within this darkness, you see a small white light hovering 6 feet above the ground in a crevice to the north.
What do we see hovering? Sorry.
You see a piece of light kind of hovering to the north.
Is that another fragment?
I think it might be.
You've seen and heard the creatures in here. Their rage is Elixian's rage. Their sorrow, his own. Their yearning to escape is his yearning to escape. And when he is angry, Elixian curses and scorns the gods. But he always returns to prayer, as if hoping for an answer as to why the gods abandoned him. When Elixian's rage is spent, temporarily, the Netherdeep grows dark and quiet. In those moments, I hear gentle laughter echoing from the grottos, and I feel a lightness, dare I say, budding joy. I think in such moments he finds peace. A piece of the Apothian remains uncontaminated by regret, fury, yearning, and despair, submerged beneath all of this anger. When you see him in his present form, appeal to this shard of his psyche. Please, you must not simply free him. Do whatever it takes to truly save him.
You must not simply free him.
We have to make sure, we have to let him know that he is not alone, and we have to do what it says on the tin. We have to redeem him if we are to save him.
Yeah, we have to take the anger and take the rage and just try to get through to him.
This is what it seems to be. Who should take this fragment?
Is this the unsullied one that you talked about, Theo?
I would say this is, kind of looks at it. This is something that is most prevalent.
I would raise my hand. I'm the only person who's not been afflicted so far by the ruidium. So I'm probably the only person who can spare another buffer.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, my stuff does not actively, the fragment does not actively affect me at this time, at all, and I no longer have the exhaustion, but if you wish to do this, I will not stop you, though I will say I am also an option.
I say the same thing. Mine is not going to harm me too much, Marcella, but if you wish to take this upon yourself, I too will not stop you.
I will go ahead then and go grab the little white light.
As you reach forward, the light seems to consume you, and you all get one more vision. You see, close to sleep, huddled beneath the tree and cloaked in a ratty blanket, the warrior runs his finger along the edges of the Jewel of the Three Prayers, finding some comfort in its familiar shape. It shifts to a thunderstorm. The warrior bellows, "Why? Avandra, this is not change I seek. Tell me why I walk these steps. The roar of the storm is all he hears in response. He shakes his hands through his hair. Tell me!
I know what it's like to reach out to a god and go unanswered.
Thea looks over to you all and says, oh, I forgot to hit enter, Laura, sorry. Please don't judge him too harshly. There is still goodness in him, buried deep under so many centuries of anguish. And as he does, his body goes, and he gets whisked away.
Right. So something with, I wonder if we can put the fragments together?
Make it into a piece.
Yeah, after all, these are pieces. I wonder if we put them together.
Make me an insight check, Peter.
That's a dirty 20, I believe, but let me double check that. Insight, yes, dirty 20.
You recall him saying that you can now go to that ball in the center with the light.
Yes. We should go back to the main chamber, and we should see if we can possibly open that ball and
I agree.
at least see what is inside. I don't know if we will be unleashing, but if we can use the piece that Marcella has to appeal to his heart, we might be able to save him.
I wonder, and I take out the wedding box and other things. I say, if just reminding him who he helped and how much his parents loved him, and that, you can relate and I can relate, and Damaros and Marcella, we all can in our own ways relate to what he went through.
So he is not alone.
Who's the first out of this room? Peter,
you can do it.
Yeah, I probably am. Peter's probably gonna be first out, being a little speedy boy.
The second you step forward through the arch again, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Bye. Here we go.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I lied. Conjures a dart.
Is this a projectile?
Oh, yes. You must make a Constitution saving throw. Yes.
But it
is a projectile.
Oh, but it's
a dart, a ruidium infused dart, flies straight towards your face.
Where did
as
it
you
go?
Look over and see Elixian the Hunter.
Deflect missiles. You can use your reaction to deflect or catch. Oh, but it's not is it a ranged weapon attack?
It is a magic dart.
Is it a so no, it's not a ranged weapon.
It's technically not a ranged weapon attack. It is.
And you said con?
Charisma.
Sure
my bad. Charisma.
Charisma. That's an 8.
An 8?
Question.
+5.
Uh-huh.
Since they're all moving, could we say that Damaros was close enough behind him since they're moving?
I don't think your audio switched.
No, I hear him.
No, I hear him.
Yeah.
Why is
Yeah. So
Okay,
I'll give you the +5. Yeah.
So that's a 13.
Still doesn't meet the DC.
Yeah. Let me.
Still tried.
Let me. There's nothing I can do. I keep looking as if there's gonna ever be something that I can do, and but there might be. But there just might be.
If I look hard enough.
Where are you?
Look hard. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Not again. This is the second time.
Listen, this is what I do. Yeah, I got nothing to help me out.
The dart flies and pierces right into your shoulder. You are going to take 28 points of piercing damage.
Thank God we took that long rest.
a dart?
From a dart, yes. Sorry, I just spit everywhere. On top of that, it is a ruidium dart. Take a point of exhaustion.
Yep. All right. Thank God Roll20 has the little exhaustion level tracker, because that thing is great.
With
Not
that,
sponsored, but I love you, Roll20.
we are going to go into initiative.
Oh no!
I have advantage on initiative.
My roll is great. I did a great job. 10 out of 10.
Oh, did you also get a 10?
No, I said 10 out of 10. I got a 5. I rolled a hot 2 on my dice. +3.
I have a 7.
How did I roll higher than all of you? I got a 13. Actually, a 14. Pippin, honey, I love you, but take your catnip in the living room.
Damaros, 7.
7.
Peter,
10.
Midday.
5.
Well, did better than I did.
Yay!
I'm happy to hear that.
Same Z's.
As you guys and your swished figures make the turn, mad about it. Make the turn around. Elixir and the Hunter has thrown a dart at Peter, and that's going to start off with Morcella.
Ow! Just look at that sad initiative tracker.
It's so bad. Look how
Okay.
sad. It's
Rip us.
the worst initiative
Rest in
tracker.
peace. Rest in peace, literally all of us.
Rest in peace, Book Brigade.
Hold on,
Okay.
hold on. But here's the thing. Elixian's below all of us, so like it's still a great initiative.
Yes.
And I'll send you guys a picture of what this guy looks like.
Yay!
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to. Can't lose my full movement. Moving is hard. Okay, so I'm gonna take my full movement. Kind of just get back in the swing of things. We're gonna reshape back into the giant snake.
Yeah, boy.
That's kind of we love battle prep. So and that's well, you know what? And for my bonus action, we'll go ahead and give him yield defile ground. So as I'm like running out home dog here. So I'm gonna say that I'm rushing this guy. I'm just gonna sling my hand out and point at him, and all of this. The ruidium is gonna turn black and get grody, and it's gonna be a whole thing. And as I'm going, I'm just gonna wild shape into the big giant constrictor snake. And then again, the free action to get him to maybe back down with intimidation.
Go ahead and roll.
I hate when you make that smile. It scares me.
I can't. My face gives away everything.
Yeah, you are not a poker face GM, I will say.
That is a 25.
Fail.
Fuck.
He is immune to being frightened.
Oh. Really noted. Okay. That
As
is my
you-
whole turn.
Go to make your flourish to frighten him. He seems stoic. That's going to be Peter with Damaros on deck.
Can I possibly do this as a free action to make some kind of insight check to see if we're good to just destroy this thing, or if it's gonna possibly
Make an insight check.
am I supposed to blow? All right, somebody blow on it. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Fuck all of you. I got a 6.
I didn't do anything, just so we're aware.
All right, Lore, you're good.
Oh, it is your fault for not doing anything. Got it. Cool.
Yeah, thanks, Lord.
I'm
We
gonna
had
come
to
at you,
all
all of
blow
you.
on it, Lore.
Still got above a 5.
You are unable to tell exactly what this form is trying to do besides kill you, and you're unable to determine how beefy it truly is.
Okay, but I don't get any sort of sense that like by destroying this specific thing we're shooting ourselves in the foot.
No, it seems single-mindedly focused, and one thing you do notice is kind of the ruidium kind of caressing it, the smoke that kind of hovers around near it.
Because it's like just it's from Evelyn is like this is some kind of construct, which obviously you probably won't tell me with a 6. And I'm impressed with your poker. All right. Okay. Then I'm gonna do what I do best. I'm gonna try and stab it with a dagger.
Yeah.
Don't like this. That's probably a miss, as that is a 12.
12 misses.
That is a 17 on the second.
17 just hits.
Okay, so 17 hit. Cool. I'm keeping track of that. Okay, so that's what are all my little things? Open up, buddy. Show me what you got. All right. 1d6 of piercing, 1d6 plus dex of piercing, so that would be plus No, wait. That's 15 damage on that hit, and
Piercing
then I'm gonna
damage?
5 of those are piercing. The rest is psychic.
As you go to take the stab, you see its form unaltered as you pierce through it. In fact, it almost looks as if both the piercing and the psychic had no effect.
All right, guys. I think we got to call it on this one. I think we'd better run it. It doesn't even with, since I'm using the ruidium dagger, which overcomes magical resistance, or is it just all piercing, even from a magical weapon? Because the ruidium dagger counts as a magical weapon.
I don't know the specifics here. Is the ruidium considered adamantine?
No, that is a specific substance.
No.
Guys, I think adamantine is a type of metal. I believe it's a fairly common metal that's used in a lot of fantasy things. Like in RuneScape, you can get an adamantine set of armor and weapons. But I'm gonna say, all right, guys, I think this one we'd better run. He does not get stabbed. He does not take the psychic. He does not take the stab. I think we might need to either think outside the box a bit or just run.
Noted.
With that, Damaros put the day on deck.
That's so much fun. See, I was so ready, and then all of that happened, and I'm no longer ready for my turn.
Same.
I have half a mind to use this spell scroll that we got and encase him in it.
He can't do, what is it, the language of the spell again?
Nothing, not physical objects, energy, or other spell effects can pass through the barrier in or out, though a creature in the sphere can breathe. The sphere is immune to all damage, and the creature object can't be damaged by attacks or effects originating from the outside. It's almost as if he's already in his own sphere.
Right, but he can't damage us.
Right, he cannot damage us if he's in the sphere.
So if you put him in the sphere, we can run.
Yes.
We can hold him back while we go to the orb.
Mm-hmm.
This might be the
Is that what you're doing?
Yes. I need you to make me a dex save, Magic.
What's my DC?
17.
I'm sorry. It's a 19 minus 1. It's
Wait.
18.
Wait, I'm gonna tell you to wait just a goddamn second, because I'm trying. I gotta read a thing. I gotta find it. The font on this website is so tiny. When another creature. Oh no, because you pat. Oh, I can't make you. Ooh, I can't make you re-roll it to turn. Okay, I can only do it if someone fails. So
He also seems to have some type of magical advantage which allowed him to gain advantage.
Oh, lovely.
okay,
But he did.
Well, goodbye, spell scroll.
He did roll an
Yeah.
18. 19
I
minus
mean,
1.
it doesn't say that it goes away if he fails or if he passes.
Well, scrolls are a one-time use, so typically after using they disintegrate.
yeah, the moment a spell scroll is used, regardless of whether or not the effect ends up taking place, it crumbles into dust.
That's your action. What else you doing?
That was my action. Well, I'm gonna close that tab because I no longer need it.
It's done now.
Don't have the spell scroll. Don't need the tab with the spell open. I am gonna take no. I'm gonna take Peter's advice and say, yeah, I think that we should run too and do a run. And
There are, and I know that you guys can't see them, so I'll mark them for you guys. Maybe get your life together. There we go. There's one right here and a door over here. There are 2 doors.
Are one of the doors that we came through earlier?
You came in the north door, but both doors are available for you to use.
Right, but we're trying to get back to the other place, so
Correct.
like we would go back through the north door. Yeah, so Damaros will let's see. Yeah, I can get just to it. Can I do anything there? That is
Next.
unfortunate.
Is that the end of your turn?
Give me just 1 second. I'm trying to check something. Yes, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Nade, you're up with the Lixian on deck.
Can I make an insight check to see if any kind of elemental damage would do anything to this guy?
Make me an insight check.
That is an 18.
you can get the sense that magic will do something.
Part of me just really wants to cast a high level attack spell on him and see what happens.
Do it.
You guys see that my eyes blaze a brief orange fire, and I slam my hands on the ground. And as I do, a web of flame crackles out around me, and it smells like burnt bread. And you just get this, as I cast Widowghast Altered Web of Fire, which comes with my new Fiend Patron, and this is at 4th level. And as I slam my hands down, I have to make an attack roll for each of the 5 beams of fire that are going to the sky.
Okay.
Sexy.
All right, so the first one, it says roll an attack roll, but it doesn't give me a bonus to the attack.
It would be
Your bonus is going to be your spell attack.
Of course. This is a +8 then. Nat 20 on the first one.
Amazing.
And can I tell you something right now? I need to tell you something.
Okay.
On the first hit, it's 8d8.
Okay.
86. So I am rolling 16d6 on this first hit.
Go for it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 13. And that's all the d6s I currently have out. Do we want some dice ASMR?
Yes.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
Naday.
Okay. So we're gonna do 10s, or else this will take forever. Someone vamp! So this is another 10, so that's 20.
If you want to have tasty hot chocolate like I do.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but if you want real tasty hot chocolate at an excellent price point, check out Soul Reviver.
Oh yeah, you never told me what that price was earlier.
I'll get it to you later.
57 points of fire damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And I have 4 more beams that I need to things.
Go
You
for
guys, I want to know if Baphomet is noticing me at fucking all. Oh my god. This is the first time I've used his magic. All right, second attack. That is a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
So now it's going to be 2d6 for 9 additional fire damage.
Okay.
Third streak, 13 to hit. I'm actually going to go ahead and use. Hang on, I got a thing. Because I'm now. I'm actually going to go ahead and use Dark One's. No, I can't do that. I'm going to use Favored by the Gods. All of a sudden, in the mix of all this hellish fire, you see the tiniest ray of what looks like Luxon light. As I am going to roll a 2d4 and see if this makes me makes me hit.
Okay.
That is raises it from a 13 to a 19.
That hits.
Great. On the third beam, I do a total of 9 more points of fire damage. Fourth beam is going to be a 15, which is going to miss, and I have nothing to help me with that.
Okay.
Fifth beam, nat 1. That is
75 total points of damage.
75 points.
As you throw off these beams of fire, just digging into it, you hear in your head, "Ah, yes. Perhaps you'd be great for Baphomet. But I do suggest running from this one."
I think so too. I just wanted to see if that worked. All right, and I just start booking it with the rest of my turn.
And I will say, go ahead and make your movement. I will say it is not looking bloodied yet.
I kind of figured.
Didn't think so.
So with 30 feet of movement, I can get to here. And with my bonus action, I can do nothing because I cast a spell and all my bonus actions are spells. So we're moving on.
Laura, you were going to say something?
Yeah, and not to be that guy because and I waited until it was over because I'm not that person. Technically, Widowghast Web, if you target one single creature, is only 12d6 for one attack. Altered Web is something that somebody has adjusted, but the spell as itself is either 5 enemies or 1.
Okay, yeah. Well,
It's my primary spell for my wizards, but it's 12d6 on one single enemy, or half as much damage on their save.
Okay, so this was not. I just took the spell from D&D Beyond, so all I have is the altered one. I don't have the other one.
Yeah, so I don't because it's considered a homebrew spell still, because it was made for Caleb Widowgast. But if you look it up on the D&D wiki that his original writing for it is the Widowgast Web of Fire.
Well, okay.
But Altered Web was changed so that way it can be just a more high-powered, more badass spell. So because it's kind of nerfed as is.
So what do we do with this information then?
I would keep it as is because it's somebody's homebrew that's on there, but just I would say for future reference that there is difference.
Yeah.
I waited until it was done because I'm not going to take away that really cool badass buff in that moment.
Yeah, that was awesome. I appreciate it. Learning with the Academy, it's always good.
It's my favorite spell in the whole wide world. It can do so much damage. So much fire damage.
That is going to put us with Elixian up to bat as you see him conjure in his hand another dart and just look straight down at you, Peter. And no, he's going to look at Marcella. He's going to look at Marcella and throw the dart at Marcella. Make me a Christmas saving throw.
I need to know.
I need to know.
Everybody's 15 feet away from me. Okay, so... Okay,
that's right.
So, wait. So, Fragment of Attachment. I have disadvantage on charisma saves. However, Fragment of Melancholy, I'm gonna go ahead and try and buff this, or we're gonna hope to God it works. You fail a Wisdom or Charisma saving throw because, buddy, I don't know if a 4 does a 7 gonna pass? 6.
7 is not gonna pass.
I was gonna say probably not, buddy.
So with that in mind, we're gonna...
You can re-roll it, but because you have disadvantage, it'll still be flat.
Yeah, so I just get the
You
1
can
rather
re-roll.
than the 2.
Correct.
And if
Go
I
for
fail,
it.
you have to narrate this because I'm just
I
gonna
will.
cry in a corner.
I have a thing if you fail.
Okay, I don't know if
Won't
it'll
matter for
overcome
this.
this. It will not. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to use a pendant charge if no.
Did you get
8.
total?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You guys see Marcella weep. Tears come down their face, and they wail from the depths of their lungs. I'm tired of being alone! And they fall to the ground incapacitated.
Oh, I'm going back.
yeah.
I'm going back.
Don't even worry about it. I have so much movement, and my turn is immediately after theirs.
Marcella, what's happening? What is happening?
I got there. Keep running.
So for understanding, the whale came from the giant snake. This gigantic serpent-like creature has collapsed onto the cavern floor.
I was gonna say,
You're still
Peter.
you're the snake again?
If you're unconscious,
Yeah,
do you
wild
come
shape
out of
my
wild
first
shape?
time.
Oh my gosh.
If
Okay.
you're unconscious, do you come out of wild shape?
Oh, I don't remember. Yes,
looked it
I
up.
do. Okay, so now I am the tiny
Okay.
being. I wailed
Okay,
as a
I was
snake.
gonna say, I don't think Peter can lift a snake.
Yeah, I have the idea of Peter just dragging you along the
Just
floor.
like the head on his shoulder, and he's like just doing his best.
The day runs over to pick up the tail.
3-man fireman carry. Damaris is in the middle, just like, what are we doing? Oh, hell, in a handbasket.
Don't worry, I got you.
Okay, thank you.
So you are going to take a point of exhaustion, and the dart pings you right in your neck, and you see the Viridium rash just go up your neck.
Oh, we're all
And
corrupted.
uniquely enough, it actually infects the mushroom, and it kind of grows over top of the mushroom, kind of creating that red hue. So one of the mushrooms turns completely red.
I already wasn't creepy enough.
Naday keeps the comments that you look badass to herself. Naday keeps the comments that you look badass to themselves.
I'm incapacitated, buddy. I mean, I couldn't fight you if I tried.
It is
God.
your turn, Marcella, and it does last until the end of your turn. So this turn passes, and you see your eyes come back to, and that's going to go back to Peter.
He did.
All
You're still
right,
prone, though.
all right. Here's 15, 25, And then I can take as much movement as I need, pretty much. I'm a very fast young man.
Yeah, I'm a monk.
Yes, I am. Get wrecked. So I am going to first 15 feet. I'm gonna scoop Marcella.
As you do, it is going to trigger an opportunity attack.
Reaction protection.
So they get disadvantage.
Yes.
Uh,
Because I was already
They
looking at
rolled.
that thinking you would pull that shit.
They rolled a 20 and an 18, so they got an 18.
that misses.
Okay.
Yes!
You
Oh,
see as
hold
they
on.
go to bump into you, they kind of the body of Elixion kind of runs up against you as you're able to kind of pass by. Its impact doesn't really hit you very hard.
I am so sorry. My landlord was knocking at the door, and
You're
they
absolutely
make me
fine.
nervous. They gave me baked goods.
Aww.
It's very. Whenever they have like parties where they make a ton of food, someone will usually knock on my door and be like, "Do you want some?"
That's awesome.
Amazing.
I'm so sorry. I had to run out in the middle of your
No,
description.
you're
though.
fine. I vamped. You missed it.
No.
The hit. You missed the hit.
Oh, okay.
This sounded so bad. I'm so sorry.
Excellent. Okay, so 15 feet, scoop Marcella, and then it's another 20 feet to get over here to where to where I am through the door.
You have all
So
that
we're
movement.
at 35, and then because I'm just gonna carry. I've got Marcella just over my shoulder, and I'm just gonna keep running. I'm getting my friend and getting out of here. So I have another. So if I go another 10 feet, that's gonna take me to my full movement.
Are you taking Marcella in this last bit, or is it just you?
Yes, yeah, Marcella is over my shoulder, and then I would I want to see what happens when I enter this room before I decide whether or not I'm gonna take the rest of my movement to try to get past the scale model of Ruidus, because I remember there were these two sharks moving
you
around
see two
it.
sharks just hovering around the equator, just swimming around it as the moon just kind of sits there.
Okay. Then if it doesn't seem like the sharks are like going to imminently like attack, then I'd like to I'd like to go around the edge so as not to encounter the sharks.
Okay.
So another 55, which would be dash action, would get me here.
The second you dash across the room,
Oh no, 45.
the
so it would be
moon
here.
flares to life.
Oh!
We were supposed to move
Dozens
slowly.
of
Oh
large
shit!
bloodshot
Shit, you're right!
eyes open on the face of the moon and gaze in all directions.
Shit.
3 things happen in this moment. 1, you see a door open, and because I still don't know how to remove secrets, it is over here. I barely see that. It is right over there, right kind of you passed it. The door kind of pops open. The sharks look straight at the character, to you, Peter, as the moons open and all kind of look at you. And Marcella's with you, so I need you both to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck! I fucked up. I fucked up so hard.
Oh, son of a nutcracker.
Motherfucker.
Sorry.
That's a 7.
I'm doing so good about getting out of saving throws this entire dungeon. And in one fell swoop, I put myself in 2.
No, I fucked that one up, and I
Okay,
apologize. I forgot about that part of supposed to move slowly.
So
Peter doesn't go.
All right.
Marcella?
I don't assume that a 5 passes.
No.
Dependent charge.
You get to reroll.
Yeah, you get to
Okay.
reroll.
So cool, because I did not want to have to do that cry again.
Yeah, pendant charge.
About an 8.
No. DC
Can I
was
do another-
15.
Can I do another cry again?
You could do another cry if you'd like.
You're gonna go in timeout. Sit there in your wrongness and be wrong. Ah! It's a nat 20.
Marcella, you feel yourself kind of getting pulled. Peter, you are not immune to the curses of Ruidus. Make me a d6 roll.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a 4.
In your mind, you hear a voice that sounds Elixian and it says, "Your victories will bring ruin to those you love, as mine have done." And I'm going to send you something.
Oh boy. Oh, that's exactly what Peter wants to hear, is that if he is, that's totally what Peter wants to hear right now.
Not night and day fucking shit up in the wrong way.
Yeah, really.
And mom and dad are in the other room.
Yeah, here's the problem is we don't know any better. We're gonna run in.
No, you do. Theo did tell us, so you'll notice that we fuck.
Yeah, but it's been activated. So when we run in, it's just gonna happen.
And
Damn
I
it.
need to...
Son of a nutcracker.
Hello? Oh, I'm drawing. Rip.
I fucked up. I am so sorry, guys. I completely forgot that.
Part of the
Good
game.
lord.
Part of the game.
It's good. We love for good character moments. You were trying to save me. I appreciate you. What in the holy are these?
They're hammerheads.
Peter
Oh,
is
boy.
trying to be the sweetest. There's hammerheads for the hammer boy.
Oh my god, amazing.
Yes.
Peter's
Alrighty.
gonna get fucking wrecked with this. Oh god. Oh god. This curse, y'all.
Can we assume that there was any kind of yelling from Peter or Marcella?
Yeah. A
lot of cursing.
Yeah. I think you definitely hear loud accented cursing.
I guess on our turn we can make an insight check to see if we can figure out what it means. But
That's going to put us as with Damaros, with Midday Undead.
Fantastic.
that's a lot of cursing. Go. Because we still have Elixian in here.
Damaros is actually going to hold a hand out to Nade and pull Nade with him. Let's go.
Is that allowed? Can Damaros pull me in?
Yeah, it would have the movement when you grab someone of, I think, medium size.
You have to. You would have your movement to 15.
Move? What the fuck? I don't know what just happened.
I'm gonna try one of these.
Knowing that, because I did forget about the halving, Damaros will instead just say, let's go Nade, and not actually grab for Nade.
Okay.
I'll put,
Just to be clear. Sorry,
Sure.
I forgot that was a thing that happens. Is the rest of my movement.
Day, you are outside, right? Are you by the
I'm
door?
outside. Yeah, I moved myself back.
In a wall. There we go.
Okay.
As you enter the room, make me a...
Wisdom save?
Yes.
That sounds about right. Oh, I have plus 11 though. Surely this can't go so terrible. Famous last words. 18 plus 11 for 29.
You're good.
Bonus action dash.
I'm not a rogue.
No.
You can always use their bonus action to dash.
Oh, it doesn't say that I can bonus action dash on my sheet, so
It's an inherent part of the action economy. It's a bonus action that you get regardless of class.
I think it's an action. You can dash as an action, not a bonus action.
Correct. Sorry, my bad.
What it is.
That's what I meant. So you can, because you haven't taken an action. If you want, you can dash.
yeah. I'm a little hesitant. I think he's gonna stay here because it's a moment of oh shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Do
Is
I
it the
have
your
any-
turn?
I mean, I have so many spells. I technically still have an action. What is this? Yeah, I'll take that as the end of my turn.
Okay. Are you holding any action?
Yeah, I'll hold the action to use his. He does stabby pointy things that my brain is blank
Okay.
until he reaches something that he can stabby point.
Nade, you're up.
I'm gonna go ahead and, as a bonus action, cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay.
My speed, I now immediately dash my full movement. Let me go ahead and just mark that. So I immediately dash my full movement, which is 30 feet. So I'm going to go to just past Damaros. I'll move my token. I
Make me a wisdom
see.
saving throw.
Oh God, I'm within 10 feet of Damaros. Do I get a +5? Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay.
There was a,
That is a 19. 19 plus,
You're good.
great. There was more, but like, it was technically actually a 24. But as I look around, I'm like, is it going to be more helpful if I run Or is it going to be like I yell at Peter, should I leave or should I do something?
Leave slowly.
I don't think that makes a difference now.
Fair. I think either way we should leave.
Okay, I am going to then use, I'm actually going to go ahead and, nope, I can't do that. I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get out the door, but like, because I used the spell that allowed me to move, and then I'm going to run out the door, but I'm going to remain in the doorway in case something goes totally wrong.
Okay, where are you going?
Oh, wait, that's not a door. That's a secret place.
Are you going in there?
I'm going in there. I run into the nearest door and go, oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh.
In the middle of this small chamber is a half-buried stone statue of Elixian tilted back at a slight angle. Bits of the statue have broken off and tendrils of iridium rise from the damaged areas. A dull red key from the crescent moon-shaped handle is sticking out from the hole in the statue's chest, and a bright mote of light is cupped on the statue's outreached hands.
I reach out and take the mote of light.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna. It's just red, which is worrisome to me.
Grab it. Take a piece of cloth and grab it with that.
What is the word for this one? Thank you.
Please. I have to copy them separate.
Well, how absolutely dare you? I would then like to grab the key.
You realize as you go to grab it that it's not red iridium, it's red as a rusty iron.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering, so there's that locked door past the jellyfish. I wonder if this is what it goes to. I'm gonna yank the key out.
Okay, you grab the key. And with that, that's the end of your turn.
That's all I can do.
Elixian, the hunter, is gonna
We
go.
left him behind, thank you very much.
Yeah, he's in his room.
He comes careening
He's in timeout in his room.
out of the side of the door, and as he busts through the door, another iridium dart just aims straight for the back, the small of your back, Damaros.
Yeah, that tracks.
That's rude. What is his throw distance? Do we take in disadvantage for the fact that that's only 15 feet?
His throw distance is 120 feet.
I'm guessing
It's
if
a
it's a
magic
spell,
dart.
yeah, if it's a spell, it probably doesn't
Make me
say
a
minimum, does
charisma
it?
saving throw.
Charisma. Oh, I have a plus 14.
We're a big fan of the paladin doing a charisma save.
24. I rolled a 10.
You feel the dart impact you, and you're going to take 13 points of damage, but you don't get any exhaustion.
You hear Damaros just like.
At this point, the large corrupted sharks dripping with this red ruidium kind of algae forming out of their mouth lock onto you. The nearest one heads straight for Peter and is going to take its action to bite you.
Oh, God.
Yep, saw that coming. Saw that coming.
I don't
Come at
have
me.
any reactions.
19 to hit.
Yeah, a 19 just barely hits. Yes,
Okay. 19, let's see.
meets it, beats it.
Oh, that's the wrong
Unfortunate.
thing. You're going to take 23 points of...
Okay.
Damn, too many tabs. 23 points of piercing damage, and make me a charisma saving throw.
I don't like doing charisma saves. They made. Oh, that's an 18.
Just barely makes it.
Oh, I
You
got a
feel the
19 on the
intensity
die.
of the ruidium start to pulse as it gets near and then fades back away. That is going to be the end of its turn. It's going to be Marcella's turn. But Marcella, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Does it 11 pass?
No. You take
Kind of-
11 points
No.
of... Okay, go ahead.
I will risk it.
The biscuit.
It's
For the biscuit.
always the blue one. You stay over there.
How dare it be the blue one? We love blue in this
I know
house.
we love blue. So knock your shit off. That is a 22.
22 saves.
Thank God.
You feel the presence of the psychic aura of this shark just burrow into you, but you take no damage. It's your turn.
Okay. So I can assume that Peter has put me down and I am now standing up.
Yes, yes.
Leon!
I skidded. Ran in, skidded to a stop, set you down, and then everything happened.
Wonderful.
And then shit went to hell.
Wonderful, because you look
And then-
bonita.
Do you feel bonita?
I feel bonita.
Wonderful, because you look bonita.
That's all I can hear in my head when I said that.
What
Gosh.
did I miss?
Bonita.
I have no idea what they're referencing, so I couldn't
Oh, is
tell
it the
ya.
Bonita TikTok audio? Got it. I'm
Yep,
caught up now.
I said wonderful,
That's
and
why I
then
don't know what it is.
it just processed.
That's why I don't know what it is. I'm an old man who doesn't use TikTok.
Yep.
I'm an old man.
We're the same age, Evelyn. Shut up.
Let's see.
Did you make your wisdom save? Is what I want to know.
I did, and I saved.
Because they panned it.
Well, they actually didn't use a pennant charge. They used their own advantage from their fragment. So do regain that. If you did expend it, I want you to grab that back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take it back.
Yeah, because I used so I have
you used your
disadvantage on
thing.
yeah, I have disadvantage because of the fragment of attachment, but then I technically have advantage because of the fragment of melancholy, so I just end up rolling flat the second time around.
Love that for you.
Well, you know what? Because we're in such close proximity, I would like to rage, my friend.
Let's
Okay.
go.
So I would like to rage and then take this spear that I have, and I just want to like stab him in the mouth hole. I don't know where I was going with that.
In the mouth hole.
Roll for mouthful attacks.
Roll for mouth hole? Horrible.
I don't.
Absolutely horrible.
I was gonna say, but it was between the eyes, and then it was something else, and then I don't know.
Mouth
So
hole.
we got.
I gotta go. Goodbye, everyone.
It's just as bad as booty hole from weeks ago.
Peter just leaves the room. I remember booty hole. I remember and tummy shots. Tummy
Peter-
shots.
Peter snaps his fingers and teleports out of there and leaves the campaign.
I just.
Mother, take me back. Fuck this.
Yeah.
Fuck Elixir.
Pulls out a mandrake leaf. Mom, come pick me up.
Mom, I don't like it here. These kids are weird.
I don't like the sleeper.
That's a 19 plus 5.
That
so-
I'm sorry. I'm looking at this battle. We are so effed. We are effed.
Well-
If we don't leave.
Yeah, but Angie was Ned.
I'm not questioning your choices.
You get the bonus.
No cursing.
to the-
10 minutes.
I did say effing in my defense. You just said the thing.
I
Already
stopped
got-
halfway through because it processed.
Okay. Then you make a minute.
How dare you redeem this, Sherney? How dare you hurt me like this?
Shirley,
So I
we're
get a plus
literally
2.
in a horrible battle where we might die. You're telling us we can't curse? We're not even at the final boss.
Let me say the F word.
7
7
Points
points
of
of
damage?
piercing damage. Yeah.
piercing damage. Okay, yeah.
With my angy little spear, I just stabbed him in the roof of the mouth.
I'm very
Are
proud
you
of you.
raged?
Yeah, I only get a plus 2 though.
Yeah, no, I'm just making sure because that gives me advantage against you as well, right?
No, only if she uses reckless attack.
Only if she's
Yeah.
correct. Thank you.
And I did not use reckless
me
attack
pull
on
that off.
purpose.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm
Um,
gonna just get.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the nope. Bonus action, move the defiled ground underneath the shark.
Okay.
Now I'm done.
Now there's a shark.
I know, it's shark time.
The other shark loops around the equator and meets both of you, pinning you both against the wall. I know, hot, right?
Absolutely not.
No, not hot.
Marcella is like is like the closest thing I've ever had to a sister.
Oh my god, I was talking about the
besides,
shout.
like,
The sharks, get out. Gross.
Ew.
Um,
I like
I
how
don't want to be in
Magic's
that situation with Marcella. Marcella's
Um,
great.
That is my first natural 20 of today.
Who are you hitting?
I am biting you, Marcella.
Okay, reaction to summon my shadow seed and does a 20 hit at least?
Yeah, it does. Absolutely.
Cool.
Redeem only says no cursing. It says nothing about fingers.
That's true.
Okay, whoever just took a big chunk out of my arm is gonna take 4 points of piercing damage
Okay.
as one of my shadow seeds just like yuts up. It just turns around with his big old little I like that I said big and then said little. But with his little claw, we're just gonna noise.
The other one would be.
You're gonna take total of that was 3d10, 36 points of damage. And I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
I don't want to.
God.
I'm done making you charisma saving throws. I'm done.
We might have just walked ourselves into a TPK.
I might have walked us into a TPK. Let's be real here.
Okay, so that failed. So with my other, well, I am incapacitated.
So you failed your reroll?
Yeah, I failed both.
Pendant.
Doesn't work on that.
I can't use.
Not when they choose to use their fragment.
Damn it.
Ours are hard.
Fragment.
Marcella, their bite pierces into a mushroom. As the mushroom, the veins of the iridium goes climbing down into your body and up your face, kind of going in and out of the holes of your decaying like body. You are on your second level of exhaustion.
You're just incapacitated. You're not unconscious. Yes, you're not at 0 HP.
Correct.
Gotta go. We gotta go.
At the same time, they wail, "I can't do this anymore!" and fall unconscious, incapacitated.
Yeah.
Son of a nuts!
Peter, you're up.
All right.
Wait.
Okay. Okay.
I got really
far
excited because I
away?
thought I was after Marcella. Now I'm
How
upset.
Far away. 50 feet to the entrance. 55 feet would get us. Because there's one more room before we're back in the main chamber, and it might be that if we can get to the main chamber and get to the thing and open it, we might be able to end this fight, and we don't have, or go into whatever the next thing is and maybe not have to worry about the sharks anymore.
Give me an insight check real quick.
18.
You notice that the sharks seem too big to get through the hole in the northern part of the room.
Okay, yeah, then I'm scooping Marcella again.
Pardon my breath, but oh my god.
I'm scooping Marcella again, and I'm getting us to safety.
Okay, that's both of you?
Yes.
You're gonna risk the opportunity attack?
I
got a potion. I got a potion.
I also still have a potion left. Would the opportunity attack only be on me?
I'll flip for each one since you're kind of both there. I'll let the die decide.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm still going because even if I take the damage, it's unlikely that it's going to. I have a feeling it is unlikely that it's going to take me down.
That is Marcella.
Okay.
That is Peter. First one, Marcella.
That's okay. That's okay. The addition for you guys helping me roll my barbarian HP has made me so much beefier.
Okay, good.
And then
Take that half damage.
Bless the math gay.
Yes. Thank you.
You want to clarify rules. Okay, you can't take reactions, but you can. Okay, you still defend. Just making sure. So that's going to be 25 to hit.
Barely. My armor class is 20.
They do 20 points of damage.
Fine. I can
As
take that.
The other one goes into bite. Make me charisma save roll.
okay.
Peter, taking the second attack.
Am I gonna also? Oh no, because you have to roll the attack first.
That is a 7 to hit. 17.
Nope, 17 does not hit.
Okay, Marcella.
I'm gonna say this out loud before I roll on my fragment again. I failed.
Okay, because. Okay, are you gonna roll on your fragment again?
I am going to. Is this one of the things where we can't do?
I'm going to say that you can't use the fragment because you are incapacitated, so therefore you can't gain advantage because it would incapacitate you more. It doesn't. You wouldn't suffer the negative effects, so you can't take the positive effects.
So I'm going to pendant. So roll to see if you.
That's a 15.
The DC for these is 17.
Shit! I went from being great to being.
First time one of you has hit this level, as Peter and Marcella, you run past they both grab at you. Actually, no, they didn't. They missed Peter. They grab at Marcella, dangling from Peter, and you see as they tear off a mushroom, crimson blisters and boils appear across your skin. I know we have some sensitivity around some of these, so I'm not going to go into detail on that, but it ain't pretty.
And it will, in fact, just elicit the worst blood-curdling scream you have ever heard. This is ripping off a mushroom off of Marcella is sort of akin to tearing into her muscle and pulling it out and off of her bone. So think about anybody you know who's ever torn an ACL or a rotator cuff, and that first immediate pain, and then multiply that by 10.
Pop up here. Damaros, you're up with the day on deck.
Yeah, that's great. So here's the thing. Yes, I could run, which seems like a great idea. There's also a little bit of rage running through Damaros, especially hearing that blood-curdling scream from Marcella. So he's gonna go slice at the sharks.
Go for it.
And so here's my question. So I held my action, and my action is 2 attacks. So do I now have 4 attacks to hit with? Because I have my normal one and my held one.
Technically, held ones are done not during your turn if they meet a condition. And so because you are now in your turn and moving, the condition can't be met. Had a shark come to you, you could have used that action. And correct me if I'm wrong, other DMs.
No, you're correct.
You're correct,
yeah. It's holding an action means that you can use it as a reaction. So by the time your turn comes up, unfortunately, the reaction.
That's fine. I still have 3 hits because I have my bonus action 2-weapon fighting that I'll use.
Absolutely.
I'm looking at you and I'm like, I will keep running, Damaros. I don't recommend this.
Like I said, it was the Marcella scream that he couldn't deal with that.
Oh, Day is horrified, but also wants to get closer to Marcella as a response.
All right, roll your hits.
Cool. So, where's my sheet? 22?
Definitely hits.
Okay. So let's see. So much dice. This is glorious. 14, 21, 28, 35, 38, 39 points of damage on that first hit.
Oop, I fucked up.
It was 39 points of damage on that first hit.
Yep, I got that.
All right, cool. His next hit was a crit.
Okay.
That one is also going to be done with a 3rd level Divine Smite.
Okay.
So 16, 17. I can do math. Hold on. 17, 27, and because 37, 40, 52, 60, 65 on that 3rd hit.
We can't hear you very well, but you are moving better. There we go.
Okay. How much damage was that?
65 on that 2nd hit.
Okay. It's looking really rough.
Cool. And then my last one is 17 to hit.
That hits.
Do I have any more? I have one more, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna save it in case I need it. So it's 2d6, a d4, a d8, and 3 more d8s. Let's see, that's 20, 28, 32, 35 more damage.
As you
36.
lean in with your rapier, you cut through this shark as it is nothing, and the corpse of the shark just shreds away and turns into this red vapor.
So there's this other shark here, and can I, as a free action, intimidate it essentially as he watches that one fall?
Absolutely. Roll for intimidation.
What is my intimidation? Ooh, I have a +5. That one is a dirty 20.
Okay, that beats his 15. The shark sees you basically one-shot this shark and backs up from you and is frightened of you.
As it should be.
Okay, Nade, you're up.
Staring in shock at what has just happened, I'm gonna say, that was really good. I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna run my full 60 feet of movement. Oh shoot, that goes right past that shark.
Yep, let me know how you're doing this.
I'm gonna run past the shark. I don't have a choice here.
Shark has already used its reaction.
Already used reaction.
Fair, fine.
Bitch.
Also, I mean, come on, it's intimidated right now. Like,
it's scared of
Intimidated by
you,
you.
though, not me.
It's intimidated, yeah, but I'm right there. I will come after its ass and it ought to do that.
That was my movement and my bonus action, and now I'm gonna use my action to dash.
Absolutely.
Because get the heck out of dodge and go 30 feet in. As I pass Peter and Morcel, I'm just like, I'm right here. I've got healing. I got potions. Whatever I need to do.
Once again, hitting your shoulder, Damaros. You feel, let's see, we're going to math this out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Put it about right there. Elixian come out and a dart curls straight towards you. Make me a charisma saving throw.
Dirty 20.
You will take half damage, so 9 damage, and you feel another dart kind of prick you in the back. With that, the shark is going to swim over here because he is frightened of you, and do nothing in return, but kind of nip towards Morcella. Morcella, you're up with Peter on deck.
Also, I rolled a 6 on that for that dirty 20.
That's terrifying.
Like plus 14.
Yep.
So, I have. Okay. I am just gonna kind of like limp my way into this, like just inside this tunnel onto the other side of the cavern. And I am not looking well. I'm heaving, bleeding. For those of you who are watching at home, my hit points are currently under half, and I have 3 levels of exhaustion if you missed that. So I'm just gonna heave myself in there, clutching my shoulder, where essentially like a piece of my life has been removed. And I'm gonna
oh my god.
I'm gonna slump against the wall. I would like to hold my action until Damaros crosses into the tunnel to then cast Entangle with the seaweed and the kelp and sort of, I don't even know at this point, make a half-assed attempt barrier to stop Elixian from moving forward until we can get out of there.
Okay.
So, but move 5 whole feet. I'm struggling. I'm not bloodied, but I'm struggling.
Okay, Peter.
Okay. To start with, I'm gonna just move here so I can see just that. So I can see what is in this room. Is this room empty? What does this room look like?
It's that same empty room where you pulled the spear out of the hunter and met Theo.
Okay. We should move slowly through this room. I apologize for getting us into this. I forgot that he said to move slowly.
We were trying to escape.
Nothing I can do.
We were trying to escape something that was gonna hurt us. You can't blame yourself for this.
All we can do is move forward.
Exactly. You gotta.
So we keep moving forward. Cause okay. So.
Can I beg you to make a choice with your action?
What do you?
I want to give you the spear and tell you to put it back. That's what summoned him. I don't want it. I would much rather make tiny fists of anger than try and stab somebody with a weapon that's going to get me killed.
Of course, I will do this. And I assume you hand me the spear, and I go and I put the spear back. I hit it.
Running about to the center of the room, you put and lock in the spear. Then your turn?
Yes, because I want to wait for Damaros to get in before I go any further, because we shouldn't split the party.
Yeah.
Damaros, you're up.
Fantastic. I'm gonna use my movement and then my action for a movement to move up to here. I've already measured it. I'm still not quite in, which is unfortunate.
Okay.
At least the shark is scared of you.
Shark is scared of me.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Naday, you're up.
I am going to give Morcella a potion of superior healing. I kneel down next to you and gently hold your head and just go, here, please. It's going to be 8d4 plus 8d4 plus 8. So, right, so that's 4, 8, 10, 11. One more round. 12, 13, 16, 18, 26 points of healing from that potion to you.
Thank you.
And I just hold you close. I hold you close and I go, I'm not going to lose you. I told you I'm not going to lose you, and I'm not going to lose you. I will carry you. With all the love in my heart, you're getting uppies. And I'm going to go ahead and prepare my, to, as soon as we can, scoop Morcella up and use my expeditious retreat to just get the frick out of there.
Okay. Then move your characters.
Okay, so what is your range on Entangle, Morcella? Because I don't want to move you if you're going to be too far. Because I can move with my bonus action and my movement 60 feet, which would be here. And I don't want to go too far from Damaros, but I think if we stay in the room, it should be okay.
If I were to do it here, so yeah, so I would still, it's 90 feet within range, 90 feet is my range for a point that I can see. So if we went,
yeah, this is as far as I can go. This is as far as I can go. Yeah.
Yeah. So as long as we go here, I can pretty much use this.
Okay, great.
15 feet and block it somehow.
I give you uppies in all of your ruidium covered glory and take you with me. If you can move your token, I take you.
I will move my token. And as you're getting ready to, oh, that's the wrong button. As you're getting ready to scoop me up, I would say that I have now taken the tiny black cape that I wear. I have taken it and like fashioned myself a bandage around, around my body, just like internally grieving the loss that I don't think that I really have. As a player, I don't think that I have quite wrapped my head around how important this blighted necrotic image is and how much it has shaped her as a character. And I'm like, Morcella is grieving. She's not wailing anymore, but fuck, that hurt. But now she's silently crying. We're grieving the loss of what, people look at things like mushrooms and decay and moss as dirty and infectious, and it really has the potential to be something huge, and it's a lot. It's very emotional. I'm emotional as a result.
Yeah, I'm holding on to you. Just we're not going to be apart, and you're beautiful, and every mushroom you have left.
Elixian the hunter points his finger at Damaros. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Where'd my dice go? Oh, there it is. Let's see. Wisdom. I got a plus 11 on wisdom. 24.
Okay, nothing happens. The giant shark is going to swim to the other side, yet still afraid. It's up to you, Morcella.
As he should.
I'm still just kind of free action bandaging myself up, but that held action, just like eyeing the.
You're waiting for Damaros to cross the threshold.
Okay.
10-4. That's exactly what it is.
Peter.
Muted.
I'm going to go ahead and take my 55 feet so I can look in, so I can look through here. I can't see much, but
That gets you back to the center.
And I mean, I don't want to leave the room until Damaros gets back in. Can I, if I were to use the dash action, would I be able to hold that? Would I be able to hold that action of when Damaros enters to?
I'll allow it.
Dash into the next room. Okay.
Damaros.
This was like a scouting ahead thing.
You're up.
All right, so movement, action, dash, and I'm gonna be all the way up here.
As Morcella casts Entangle on the ground, creating a... How large is it? I think it's 20 feet?
20-foot square starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into difficult terrain. My goal, it's a strength save, by the way, so if that works, then we'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah.
But
he's not in it, but it will be a difficult terrain for them.
Yeah, and my goal is that it kind of like works like a wall. Like if he had a machete, he would have to hack his way through it.
Okay. Naday, you're up.
Now You're muted, and also now since Damaros has entered, can I take my middle dash? Okay, and then
movement, bonus action dash, action dash. We're moving 90 feet with Morcella.
Okay.
So that is 30. I guess 90. I would just like end up in here, but I don't know if we can cross. Oh, we can swim to the thing.
You guys are still swimming technically.
Oh God. Okay.
Hard to yeah. Like
yeah, there's a lot of like.
Yes. So it's 30 was here, and then 50 was here, and then 90 is gonna get. So 90 is gonna get us to the thing. Do you want us to wait, Morcella?
No, I would say just kind of get close to Peter. I really just moved my token so people could see Magic's artwork.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I wanted everybody to see that. But yeah, I would say just get as close to Peter as we can.
I mean, we can go even further than where we are right now. So where my token is right now is where I'm stopping. Because that's where Peter is. But we can go further. I can hold. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is probably good. Just get in line with Peter, and then we need to really wait for Damaros and regroup.
Yeah.
He bought us a lot of time, but we got to let him catch up.
Yeah, exactly. We're not leaving without you, buddy.
Yep.
He had to take a stand against those sharks.
Made some sushi first.
Also, the chat is making fun of me for the endemone.
messed up. I still get token. All right, I'm just going.
Did you compress somebody else?
I made Alexian tall.
Alexian is tall boy.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet of movement. He's going to action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And
Get out, Alexian!
Further. Oh, actually, that's a lie. Oh, wait, no, you put the spear back, didn't you?
I did.
Never mind. He's still coming after you.
What?
Sorry, I can't say more.
Buddy.
It might be that we have to hit him with his spear.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh my God.
We might have to hit him with his spear.
I don't know.
Other thing of note, though, for him to cross my 20-foot square, that halves his movement because it's difficult.
Every movement is 10 feet, which is why he stopped at 25 because he can't go 35.
Good.
So he was able to enter it, but that's about as far as he can get.
I almost want to be like, Damaros, grab the spear on the way out. Oh God, but you don't know this.
And that is up to, we're gonna go light initiative because I know we're kind of speeding things up. Marcella and Peter, are you guys just kind of chilling for now?
All three of us are.
Yes, I am going, or it's Marcella's first.
Yeah, same. Just I am broken. Like mentally, I am broken. I'm no longer incapacitated, but emotionally, I am incapacitated. I don't even know if at this point if she's still crying or if she's just like struggling. This is hard.
Yeah. I am going to hold a reaction. For if Alexia and the hunter is still following. Basically, I'm holding an action to defend by if something comes at us, I'm attack it.
Alrighty. Then Damaros, what are you doing?
Action. Command. Wisdom saving throw of 17. And his command is halt.
Okay. He has advantage on spells or other magical effects. So that's a 13.
So he fails.
Yep.
So target does not move and takes no actions.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my movement to move 30 feet and continue to get away from him.
Okay.
So he's, that's there. Hold on, let me see how long that lasts. It only lasts for 1 round, but it will keep him from following me that extra step and enough that I can get through the threshold.
Absolutely.
Because he won't be able to move on his next turn.
So, yep, he's stuck his turn. You take your additional movement. Go ahead and take your other turn.
Okay, so that will be up to here.
Can I go ahead and do some healing if it's possible?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm going to give Peter, I have a potion of lesser healing, just regular healing you don't want it? Okay.
I have a potion.
Where the fuck did I end
can
up?
take if I need to.
I pulled you back.
I'm going to give it to Morcella. Morcella, please take an additional It's not a lot, but an additional 7 points of healing, and then I'm going to cast Healing Word on you, and I'll send you the healing in chat.
What are you guys doing now that you're here?
I think
now that we're all here, going straight for the thing. I'm gonna put my hand in that mud.
We're going.
I would like real fast. If you won't allow this, that's fine. But again, just because I don't know that Damaros has used command, I would like to burn another spell slot to cast Earth Tremor on one of these walls and just kind of again plug up the hole.
Absolutely.
And I think we're all plunging in.
As you guys get to the muddy surface of this, what I'll tell you is called the Heart of Despair, you find yourself able to push through it. The mud kind of seems to give way as you push through. You each pass through this clammy darkness and tumble onto this glassy surface of a lake, which feels as solid under your feet as any floor. Rising out of the water, there are 3 rocky isles upon which rest crumbling structures that look like ancient prayer sites. Waterfalls tumble from the clear sky, giving off mists that blanket the area in shimmering silver. Directly in front of you, a life-size statue of Elixia, armed with a spear and shield, stands on white stone pedestal that rises inches above the water's surface. The statue's expression is serene, much like the water. A voice echoes. The Apotheon.
No, I don't.
After so long, we can finally speak to one another. Coming from the statue, you hear him say, "And I'm overjoyed. You've seen what I have done, what I have become. You, better than anyone, have the clarity of sight to judge me. May I leave?" And we're going to end session there.
Does that mean we're going to finish on my birthday?
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my god.
There are some choices, but I do think that next Tuesday, episode 21, will be the final episode.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, I'm so emotional.
That's so much. I was thinking about Peter's epilogue today.
Oh, hell.
First off, I want to say congratulations on getting through the Netherdeep. It was a really tough dungeon. And I do want to leave you with a little bit of tidbit of information. There was 3 areas of the dungeon. The one, let me go back to it so I say it correctly. The Grottos of Regret, the Vents of Fury, and the Chasm of Yearning. And you got to see 3 sides of Elixion. With that said, I'm super excited to finish this campaign with you guys on Tuesday, the final campaign. I'm so excited. But what does that mean for the future of Magic Academy? That means that we're going to have tons of stuff coming out in the meantime, as well as the start of Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, which will start on May 2nd. So we have about 2 months of content. We'll probably do some heists and some other content. We'll fill that stuff in as we kind of fill in a little bit of the time. Why so long? 1, we want to get prepared. We have a lot to get prepared for you guys. And 2, I go overseas for 2 weeks. And so we're waiting till after I do that and I come back so that I can not have an interruption right at the beginning of the campaign. So with that said, Marcella.
Well, before we do anything else, Nerdboy did redeem an end of session question.
Yes.
Gotta ask, what is something that you're going to miss about this campaign after the finale? So let's see. We'll start with Magic. Our illustrious DM, what are you gonna miss?
Wow. I'm gonna miss these characters. I know that I know Peter is probably the exception. They have a chance to kind of come back in different things. But Nade, Marcel, and Damaros have had so much happen to them and so much depth grow over the course of the last 20 episodes. And this is my first campaign that we're going to finish from start to finish. And starting from the Discord 20 episodes ago and ending up here with everyone who's in chat and the growth that we've seen, it's great. It feels amazing. And I don't want to let go of the characters, not yet, but I know that that's the part of it.
Oh, that breaks my heart. All right. And Tipsy, what are you going to miss about Nade or the Netherdeep?
I'm gonna miss the book brigade. I think that we became a little family, and I'm gonna really miss that vibe. And I know there will be other little families to make, but I think what we have is really special.
All right, Peter?
I would say that I'm gonna miss Peter, but Peter is an OC that is going to live on my Tumblr forever. So if you want to see more Peter content after this is done, he's just gonna become a regular OC that I make silly little doodles of. And maybe I'll do a stream where I put him in a bunch of outfits. I think the thing that I will miss about this campaign is I don't know, there's a lot to choose from, because there's a lot of really great things that are very unique to this campaign. Like this group is it's different than other ones that I've played in. It's my first fully live streamed campaign, which is something that I never anticipated ever getting to be a part of, to be quite honest with you. Ever since I first listened to the Adventure Zone, I was like, I'm gonna be like Griffin McElroy and do a little D&D show. It's that I think I will miss that feeling of firstness. Yeah, the feeling of firstness. That's what I'm gonna go with as my answer.
I love that. All right, Echo, what about you? What are you gonna miss about Damaros, the Netherdeep, or your D&D experience?
I think my biggest thing is getting to play weekly D&D. Because my other game is once a month, maybe. But I think one thing that I'm really gonna miss is Damaros and all his goofy ass little animals. He still has a little octopus with him. There's a little octopus with him right now. Just
true.
But yeah, Damaros and all his goofy ass little animals, because like I've mentioned, I love having familiars, but most of the time I'm very set in one familiar and I don't really do anything else unless it's needed. Mark wasn't needed. I just wanted to give the opportunity for there to be, I have a new familiar for everyone to see. It was a fun thing for me.
And Lore, what are you gonna miss?
Oh, I'm gonna miss a lot. So this is my first chance at being able to play a campaign from front to back. I have played in campaigns that have fallen apart or had to go on hiatus indefinitely or lost those friends. So this is my first time bringing a character from start to finish the way that they were supposed to go. And it was my first time having a positive interaction with coming in as an intertwined backstory. And I could really not be more grateful that Nade and Marcella are the friends that they are. I think that it has given me an opportunity to grow as a person, expand my friendship with everybody at this table, but especially with Tipsy, because we communicate a lot about the two characters. And then just really be able to, bring them to life and kind of explore the depths of that friendship. And as a result, like the depths of my own connections and friendships. And she's my little mushroom chick. So it's hard. You can't tell because
what the fuck?
I told you I was gonna make you cry. I said her. I was
message
like,
me, you're gonna get sappy. Get your sisters. I'm like, fuck you.
But let me explain how much I love Marcella. This is the headshot. That is on our merch. That was drawn by the lovely Evelyn. And since this came out, this is actually this is from this picture. I just blew up the Marcella head and made it my phone background, and it has lived on my phone background since you gave us this picture. So I love this campaign and I love all of you. You guys have helped me grow as a person. You have helped me get my family interested in D&D.
Hell yeah.
So my whole family is like, we stand nerds. And I'm so grateful for you guys, and I'm really excited that I get to come back next season.
Oh yeah, Book Brigade in chat, please.
Look at the Book Brigade. For those of you that don't know or are new to the streams, I've seen a few names that I haven't caught before. That's my mom right there. Laura's mama, the VIP. That's my mom.
And I do want to shout out, if I can get through here, Steel Vadi, Weeb Panda 27, Felixiro for the follows. Again, once we get to 150, you guys get to dress me up in whatever the fuck cosplay you guys design, rip me. But before we close out, I do want to give the floor to Nade, because we do have a large production coming up here soon.
I wanted to take some time to announce that while Magic is away on his other adventures and prepping for Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, we will actually be moving our stream temporarily to Mondays so that we can run the campaign I'm running, which is a mini campaign called All's Fair in Love and War. It takes place during the Great Celestial and Infernal War of my homebrew world, Romithra. It features a couple people in here, plus a guest star from here. And it should be a really good time. We're going to be streaming every Monday from 6:30 till about 9:30 or 10 Central Time here on the Magic Academy from April 10th until May 29th.
And make sure to stop in the Discord. We'll have all the updates. We're going to be putting out a campaign. I'm learning about social media campaigns. That's a thing I'm learning now. But for those of you that are not familiar with Romithra, I do want to say that it is largely fairy tale or myth and other type of creatures, people. For example, I play both Elsa and Knave of Hearts and Romithra. So if you are a fan of the Grimm series, I'll say, or anything of the sort,
I play literal Jacob Grimm.
Yeah, literal Jacob Grimm. Literal.
I said I'm bringing this historical man into this fictional world.
Evelyn came in to break my game and has so far succeeded.
Yes, I certainly have.
Evelyn said, "Fourth wall who?"
Yeah,
basically.
I'll be putting stuff like that in the Magic Academy Discord. And thank you for allowing me the time to share it. I'm really excited to be bringing that to Magic Academy and taking over your Magic Academy with some fairy tales for a bit. Well, I guess more Greek mythology with this group.
Yeah.
You know, only Greek mythology for the next 3 years.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently we're just only doing Greek mythos.
With that said, do you guys want to go around, do a quick 30-second where to find me?
Yeah, let's do it super fast. Speed run!
All right, speed run. My name is Evelyn Sometimes. You can find me everywhere at Evelyn Sometimes. I stream here on Twitch on Wednesdays and Fridays, 7 to 9 Eastern. Come check us out tomorrow. I'm going to be drawing Link in random outfits with random poses. So get hyped. It was really fun last time. Anyways, follow me on Tumblr as well. Bye.
Hi, my name's Tipsy. You can find me on TikTok at the Tipsy Tiger. You can find me on Ko-fi and buy some cool stuff from me at the Tipsy Tiger. You can find me on Start Playing at the Tipsy Tiger. You can find me on Twitter as Calf Caboodle because the Tipsy Tiger was already taken. And you also can find me every other week on the Mountain Shade Village Discord streaming dating games. And starting in late March, you'll find me on this app. And I'm very scared, but very excited. Okay, bye!
Lore.
You can find me everywhere at Sweet and Lore, as the comments say. Thanks, Stream Elements, for working today. Primarily here on Twitch, streaming a lot of really random stuff. That's it. As soon I'll be streaming Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. There is no stream Saturday because I get to do Romithra, Oops All Rogues. But I will be streaming on Sunday, so make sure you come hang out at 4 o'clock Central Time. We're probably going to start some Stardew Valley all over again.
Echo.
Yeah, you can find me on all the things at Yes I'm Baby, and you can find me also at Records of the Realms for more D&D content. I'm playing this Saturday at 6 Eastern. That sounds right. Also, don't we have extra credit this weekend that we should shout out?
We do have extra credit this weekend. Stay tuned on Saturday where we can talk about the show and other things on extra credit and what the future of Magic Academy is. Magic Academy will be going over quite a bit of a revamp over the next 2 months, including usernames, which will be switching up, and a plethora of other things. So stay tuned as we continue to grow with all of you guys here. And I just always want to end the night with saying thank you guys so much for stopping by. Remember to love one another, be kind, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.